Hello. I'm
How's it
Occupational Click. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to say hello. Yes, you're early. Is the microphone connected? You're in problems
Hello.
before. Can you hear us?
I'm Occupational Click. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to say hello. Yes, you're early.
You can talk. I want to hear your sound. You can talk.
Hello.
Yeah,
I'm
all right.
Occupational
Here we are for another stream.
Yes, you're early.
As you're listening, I'm trying to hear if the microphone's working.
Mic test.
No, it's like I don't know what setting it should be on. The one in my room works. Right, this one's all kind of fucked up, and the wires fucked
Yeah,
up.
it messes up the computer when
it's
you move
awful.
it or do anything.
Streaming seemed like a good idea like a few hours ago when we started vegging. And, yeah.
Yes.
Now I'm trying to see if my brother's voice from where he's sitting, if it's pointed correctly.
I think it's pointed correctly.
Yeah. That's it. Now I'm trying to see if my brother's voice from where he's sitting, if it's pointed correctly.
I think it's pointed correctly.
I know you sound kind of faint. I don't know what setting I should be
My
on.
brother's voice from where he's sitting.
Good enough.
Good enough. I'm going to make this a long one. It's like I said, I'm going to stream. That was like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, then we're vegging the Shark Tank.
But Bro C is here.
Yes, I am.
I think I talked about our sister and all that shit. And
Yeah,
my shrink thinks I'm a monster and asshole, but he agrees that, like I said, call her bluff. He and I agreed on that. That's why I said, call her up, say, fine. When do you want to do the dumpster? When do you want to do the car towing? Pretty good. Do I know you? Chris 11133. A lot of Chris's.
Exactly.
How are you?
And people pretending to be other Chris's, so we can never be too careful.
I wanted to say, I mean,
No,
I'm not going too much. Just I think it's all right because you were off today. We've like come to a stagnant stance. It would be actually nice if she got rid of these cars and put the dumpsters there.
Yeah.
I believe you're right, Laffy. Click on the account. Do. Hold on a minute.
Do.
I'm sleepy. I'm kind of tired. Oh, I might have a job.
Oh, yes, we'll talk about that in a bit.
We'll talk about that in a moment, which is good because I need it. It's like my shrink said,
Yes.
are you happy, excited about going back to work or not? I said, I'm anxious about both, being back at work, but I can't not be at work. It's like a hell. You know what I mean? Is that how I do it? Okay.
All right, so
Yeah, there are a lot of Chris's. No, this isn't Dub, so I have no idea who this is. But yeah, it's a troll. I thought you were a different Chris. There are a lot of Chris's. I thought you were a new Chris. Oh yeah, no. So I guess I'm gonna try to go back to work. Like it's like this place is out of the way. It's where in the area we want to move to. I don't know. I actually was thinking, no, fuck it, I'll go to a place more local. But the place more local only wanted me for 3 nights, and they called me and said, "Yeah, we can put you on overnight." I said, "Listen, I would prefer local for like the traditional 5-6 nights. This place further afield, at least they claim they'll give me 4 nights, and it'll just be grocery." The other place was like, "Oh, I'll give you 2 nights of grocery and a night of tags." I'm like, this is bullshit.
yeah, that's
But
not
I
right, yeah.
told the other place, I told them, the closer place, I said, "Listen, maybe I'll do the overnight somewhere else, but I'll do daytime. Come in for after I get done there, I come here to do the morning shift or do an afternoon shift, first, second shift." Oh yeah, the last few streams I've had some weirdo. I got to time him out. See, that's not the real hacker. I'm not going to click on it. That's some kind of genitalia in the picture.
Oh,
We've had this
that's
problem.
not
It's
right
like
now.
that's right. We're going to end this cable.
Yes.
Yeah. So where do I go to? There we go.
Yeah, that's not good.
Well, this stream is kind of dying anyway, so it's kind of good.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
it's like your sister's. Imagine if you done this a month later or something. It's like I want to take her on an offer. Let's get these cars a control tow. And she's see another thing. I was telling my shrink. For all my frustration with my sister, I never felt hatred. I think what's going on is there's a true hatred. And the shrink said, "Well, why do you think she hates you? Is it because you were such an asshole over it?" I said, "No, the hatred was there. When I get pissed because I'm trying to work with her, but I oblivious to the fact she's truly hating me underneath the surface. Why does she hate me? Because I'm a spurred retard fuck up, and she's ashamed to have to be related to me, to have to breathe around me, to have to be near me, have to deal with me. Period. She hates me from the get-go, and then anything I do wrong or anytime I criticize her, it's just how dare that piece of shit criticize? Yeah,
Yelling and screaming at people, berating them and insulting them is not working with them, and that's what you want to do from the get-go.
We were supposed to get these dumpsters and all this shit 2 years ago. She was, in her heart of hearts, her goal was not to work. I thought we had the same shared goal. Get her parents out of here, close the house. Apparently, our sister's goal the whole time is how soon can we get rid of him? Let's call the police and get him right. That was her goal. You understand how evil it is now? Well, you were mean.
Trying to explain why the reaction towards you is what it is.
Did she hate Brother Click? No, because he's too nicey nice. He wants to walk in eggshells. Even my shrink was like, you should call her and take her breath off. I said, yeah, exactly. Brosy's like, well, I don't upset her. That's more or less what you said. If I'm wrong, you can clarify.
This is a new occurrence.
It was 2 days ago.
We're talking about her, making plans. We called her. He immediately began yelling and screaming at her, calling her a cunt.
It was 2 days ago.
So
that was 3 days ago.
So she was upset. You have to let people cool off.
She lives with a guy. I never met him. She lives in his house. They've been living together for years now. I don't know. I never met him. You ever meet him?
No.
No. They're not married.
As far as we know, they're not married.
Well, I think she just came in to reconnoiter, but I agree with her. That's what I said. That's what I did before I even talked to the shrink. I'm like, call her bluff. Good way to put it. And I said, call her up. Well, I got to think about it. I don't want to. He's afraid if I died homeless on the street, then he would become the new scapegoat anyway. So they understand these are bad, evil. I'm trying to warn you. These are evil people. Take her up. Say, she might still want to try looking nice with you. So so you text her and she said, well, let's see about, like, she doesn't understand. These cars won't start, so you got to get someone to tow them away. So you got to get the titles. That could, I guess, the whole she can't be here with me. Well, she got to give you the titles because it might tell you, hi, we'll come tow your car. It's 2 cars. We might come tow them between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. and they don't show up till 4 or 5. So it's like someone's got to be here that day. You know.
No, yeah.
And that's about all I think I have to say.
Yes.
No, he's telling us, come on, enough games. You actually want to help? When do you want to tow these cars? You said, let's do this now. Get us a dumpster. Now, let's do this now. She doesn't even know what it entails. Because if she worked with us, she wouldn't have this problem. But she wanted to, we got to get him. And it's like she's a fucking idiot. She doesn't know how dumpsters work. She doesn't know how the car works.
Here you go. You're
yes, fine. It's all me. Am I wrong? Does she know how these things work? No.
No, she doesn't.
But she'll act as if she does. She's one of those people who just assumes she knows and she doesn't. Well, I'll call, and they said they'll be here between these 2 hours, so I'll be there, but he can't be there, and the reality is they won't show up. And she'll say, well, I got to go now. You know how she is. She's a fucking cunt. Stop talking about me. Why don't you ever assess anybody else?
Christ, we gotta call the place, make a plan, and be prepared.
Call the place. You're going to call. She's going to call. Who's calling? Who's calling?
She's going to call.
One's a Marquis, one's actually a Lexus. It was a nice car in its day. My father bought it used, but they're both over 20, 30 years old. Just old cars.
They've been sitting for 2 years.
Yeah. What a waste. This is not supposed to go down. Yeah, so it's like... I think that's what I wanted to share. I want you to be more proactive with your sister. I mean, you want to be nice, fine, but you at least want to say, okay, forget about our brother. I keep saying, forget about me, because you always make it about me. Even you, if you want to approach her.
You always interject and ruin things. If I want to do something, you can't yell, you can't scream, you can't insult. If things don't go your way or things go differently, you're just going to have to bite your tongue and let it happen.
Did you text her today?
Yes, I did.
Did you ask about the dumpster?
No, I did not bring up the dumpster.
You're trying to ease her into a
no. We need to get the cars gone first, and then we can talk about dumpster.
And no, she'll flake on us. You got to say, all right, let's get the cars towed on this day, whatever it is. It might take some might be here all day, and then we'll order the dumpster for the day after or 2 days later. We got to know what day it's getting towed and what day the dumpster's coming. We already know. You get what the pricing is. We know all this shit. In fact, I don't interject, but I'm going to do it. I said text her, explain. What did I tell you to text her? That sometimes, sometimes you have to wait all day for the tow truck to come to haul away a junk car. It's like she doesn't know that, but so I have to be involved. But I'm the hated one. And, you yelled and screamed because you're fucking idiots. That's how I feel. No, she was going about a bunch of irrelevant stuff like, you're a little piece of shit. They wouldn't call the cops on you, so I encouraged them to. It was all vengeance, all hate, all I couldn't wait to go after you. I'm like, I told my shrink, I felt anger, frustration, animosity towards my sister during the moving process. But I assumed we shared the same goal of, getting them out and closing this house. I never realized. My brother calls it the triumvirate. My retard stroke victim father and my cuntish mother. She's so great. He's so great. And my bitch sister were all the triumvirate against me. I'm trying to work to get them out of here. Getting frustrated why they're being so weird and screaming because like, yeah, what the fuck? Thinking, never realizing. I naive spurred that. Oh, their goal is to get rid of me, not to actually close this house and work together. Okay. I didn't know that, and you weren't much help telling me that until you didn't want to say anything until after the fact. Well, she was the one who suggested they call the police. I'm like, why didn't you tell me this? Well, it didn't come up. Yeah, you're trying to be too nicey nice. And these people are fucking evil. Where's your fucking cunt sister to tow these cars and get us a dumpster? She wants to make herself useful, and you got to be the go-between. Well, I don't want to say anything yet because God forbid we piss off the sister. It's like you are too timid. Christ, what are we gonna? Is she gonna help us or not? Time is of the essence here, buddy.
Yeah, it sounds like she's gonna help us.
Sounds like.
We can't have you ruining things.
Yes. Translation: Brosi is too scared, doesn't want to rock the boat, would rather her say, no, I'm not helping you, than piss her off. And he's got to bring the topic back to me. Yes, I'm the scapegoat. I wasn't even a part of your text.
So you're the one who causes the problems. Stop yelling and screaming. Stop insulting.
Of course
people.
I caused the problem. She hates me.
Stop with the put downs. Okay. Just bite your tongue, keep your mouth closed, and we'll get things done.
All right. Buddy, if she forget about me, she's supposed to help you. So because I said something nasty, which is going to screw you over. You see how petty she is? I think her hatred of me is an excuse. I think she just came into that store to see what was going on. She was nosy. She gave you a hollow offer, knowing that you'd be too timid to take her up on it. When I said, fucking call her up and say, yeah, sure. She all of a sudden, typical.
We'll see.
Let's see. We don't have much more time to see. So what are your plans? I need your plan now. You're going to call her tomorrow? Text her tomorrow? What the hell?
I'll text her tomorrow.
Oh, she might be too busy. I'll go to the next night. It's like, Christ. So, yes. That's my story. Well, let's see. Good graces are kind of both. He got screwed by proxy, but he still wanted to play nicey nice with them. I still play the bad guy. That's how I would describe it. You can ask him. He's right here. I don't speak for my brother. What do you think? You see what this Chris says?
Little from column A, little from column B. It's slightly more good graces, but also...
He's so scared to not be in her good graces that he doesn't even want to ask her about this shit. I'm like, well, fuck it. You fucking cunt. Either put your money in your mouth.
Stop with the cunt. Stop with the cursing.
Because you'll be nicey nice, but she still won't do a damn thing for you. And it's like... She's treating you like shit, and you're all.
I didn't even expect her to do this. We were already planning something else.
This came good. This will help. This will help. She can actually make herself fucking useful.
Yeah. You gotta calm down.
No, it was very bad what she did to me.
Control yourself.
But I don't think Chris wants to come on, so. So yes, I got to start working. I still have some physical therapies left. I can work down today's physical therapy. I don't know what my physical therapy schedule is for next week. Yeah, why did you opt to stay with OC? What was the main reason?
I had no place to go.
We were both fucked over.
Yeah.
Oh, today's VJ Day. Victory over Japan. That was 81 years ago. That's kind of fascinating. I never realized. I said, oh, today's VJ Day. How about that? Hence the stream name.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we should. What do you call it? We can't wait. We can't let her see. Said everyone about me. Is she really going to help us? Because we can't. Her emotional nonsense. It's all based again irrational hatred. It's not just anger. It's irrational hatred. And she's fucking you over by not saying yes. For your sake, let's get these cars towed. Let's work together. She's not even doing that.
She agreed to help in the text.
You want to hide behind me. It's because of you. No, it's because you're too timid. And she's a lying cunt.
You're just making up a story you want to believe.
Well, fine, then you tell your side of the story.
She said she would help. I reached out to her today. She still said she would help. Well, let's see where it goes.
Well, what did she say? She give it to a date or?
She did. not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, I'm going to be off.
Well, that's what you told her.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy.
As she says, she would try to plan it for that date.
She doesn't even know what it entails. I'm the one who had to say, well, don't mention me. You should probably text her that it can take hours. They might even work on Saturday.
Yeah, I know. She might have to be here.
Oh, because she wants to be a fucking... She's going to hang out all day. Come on. It's like...
Yeah, you're just going to have to drive away, go to the library or something, and I'll call you when it's all done.
She's going to stay here all fucking day. She should give you the title and you can stay here all day. Well, I hate putting him in the middle, but our sister's the one doing that because I can't even and my stupid shrink's like, you should write her a letter. I'm like, why? She wouldn't read my letter. It's a write her a letter.
Yeah, it's tough. But as a middle child, that's what I've always been. Or had to do, I should say.
Well, you're not doing much here. You're the one who talking
I'm trying to get things out.
You're the older brother now, and you're not really... You know. And maybe I should double up. I found this new term, doubling up. It's like having another person next to you. They're not helping you, but their presence helps. I should use this stream to double up like Dumb used to do. Stream from my room while I'm cleaning it up, and people want to pop in and say hi. That's cool. If not, no, I don't feel like repeating the goddamn story. I think it'd be a way of exercise in futility. I know what my feelings are. She waltzed back into my brother's life, showing up for no reason at his grocery store and claimed, "Oh, I'll get you a dumpster." And I told him, "Yeah, call the bitch. Like, tow these cars, get a dumpster." And Brosi is very timid. He goes, "Well, I don't want to be the bad guy. That's your role." It's like this bitch could actually make herself useful. Of course, it was all probably just a hollow bullshit. She knows he's kind of a pushover, so I don't want to talk to her. She opened this door. Okay, fine, bitch. Get us a dumpster. I was saying this last night. I don't have to repeating all this again. Well, maybe that's what this stream is. A lot of this streaming is me getting my thoughts out. I used to do that. I used to talk into micro cassette tapes. Now I'm doing it on YouTube for you to enjoy. Yes. Okay. Just give me your empty. Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to get my thoughts together, and my brothers and grab some other beer. Yeah, that's empty?
I think
Yeah,
so.
one more beer. Again, this will be a short stream. Gotta go to work tomorrow. You were off today, so you kind of rested up. And
Yes.
I went for a job interview, and then I got a call from the other place, and then something else happened today. I saw the shrink. Oh, I went to physical therapy. I think that's, you want to share things, it's like, I think with time, I'm spurred, so I have the social problems, and I have ADHD. So I'm looking online with these people with ADHD, like, wow. They're like, I never knew that normal people could just think of something and do it. For me, it was always, think about it, then ruminate, and then put it off. Or so I finally try to do it half-assed. It's like, that's me, It was all right, but it's like getting to be a pain in the ass when I want to finish out this round. So I got to figure out what my job schedule is going to be like. I don't know what nights are going to need me, how frequently I'm going to be working, if I'm going to get a second job. I don't know yet. So I want to know timelines. Is our sister going to get come on, time's of the essence, man. She won't talk to me. She's evil. I don't want to make a deal with the she-devil, but she actually do something for if this is true, I need your help here. You got to get her to tow the cars, get us a dumpster, and let us know when this is going to happen. You're afraid to talk to her because...
No, but buddy, it takes time. You got to finesse this thing.
No, he'll finesse forever, never get anything done. My God.
Oh, yeah, I'll never get anything done.
That's correct.
Christ, how long does it take you to go get a job? Even today, you left late. Like,
That's the ADHD. You're afraid of pissing your sister off, and she'll go on about how terrible I am, and you'll be like, "Oh yeah, she is. And that's fine. You can have your fun." But it's like, are you gonna actually like commit to it? Like we need because you gotta throw shit away.
Yes,
So,
I know.
that was my day, my past few days. Shrink was like, "You vaped." I'm like, "Yeah, but that's just ammo." Yeah, I guess I shouldn't vape, but they already hated me to begin with. Like my sister, I yelled and said, "Hey, what the fuck?" The reason I do that is because like I'm getting like attention from her. I didn't realize, just like at the grocery store, these people hate like an irrational hatred. Not just I don't like him, he annoys me. Hatred, and that's really and they hate me because I'm a Spurg ADHD fuck up. Anything I then do is ammunition. How was work, Ben? I don't know.
Work has been typical. They have increased my hours slightly, so that's good.
I did a job, then we can apply to some of these low,
Yes.
affordable housing places. But is your sister gonna? This would be a big. If she can do this now, as I'm going back to work, this would be the great. And it's still summertime. This would be a great time to utilize the dumpster. We can't wait till fucking November, right? It's like, she spoke 2 days ago, and this still isn't formalized. Oh, because you said this, and you should be criticizing your sister. So he says, I know you and Bro, you and OC don't get along, but for my sake, can we put it aside and just get this last thing done? When's the dumpster coming? He doesn't want to do that. Well, it was your fault. I play the scapegoat. Okay, fine. It's
No. I'm working on it in my own way. Just respect that. I'm not doing what you would do, but that doesn't matter.
It does, because you're going to screw this up. Oh, she'll find some excuse to get out of it. She thought I'd say, fuck that bitch, don't talk to her. She didn't expect me to call her bluff and have you. She knew you'd never call. She knows you're too timid. No, in some of these places, you can't be too low or too high.
Yes.
Right now, him by himself is too low. If I got a job, we'd both be making shit, but we'd be in that bracket where there's a wait list, but you don't have to have 3 times the rent. It would be affordable in the sense that if you're in that income bracket, the two of us together, then once we get approved, you wouldn't have to worry about do you have 3 times the rent? What's your credit score? What do you do in the meantime? Go to a motel? Probably. I don't know. That's why we got to figure out what was your sister doing. Yeah, she opened this door. No, I can't sort things out. My sister has me blocked. She won't take my call. I can't talk with my sister. It's all on him. He's got to be the big boy here. Not fall back on saying what a monster I am. We already know that. I'm saying this is your task with your sister.
I'm doing
that she
it,
offered.
and I'm doing it. You don't like the way I do it? Tough shit for you.
A few days ago, you didn't like the idea. Yesterday, like, oh, I'll text her in a bit, then you didn't. They're like, well, I'll wait till tomorrow.
What I didn't I like?
I said, maybe we should have her tow the cars and get a dumpster. Like, well, I have to think about this.
No, I said I need to give her time to calm down. So, yeah, but anyway, the process has begun. Just let me do my thing.
We don't have too much time for you to do your thing. You don't even know what her time schedule is, if it's even real. Yeah, he's being a little too diplomatic. You know what I mean? A little too diplomatic, because what's going to happen is I think she's just bluffing. She just said that to be nice in the moment. She was really just there to reconnoiter. There's no need for her to take my mother to that grocery store. Whose idea was that? It was hers. Why? Something about the landline. It's just some bullshit. That might have just been bullshit. That's why I'm saying call her bluff. My shrink said call her bluff, but before I saw my shrink today, he was like, I think you should call. I said, that's exactly what I did. He used the term calling her bluff. I said to my brother 2 days ago, I said, call her up.
Again, even if it is a bluff, prior to this meeting, we didn't even factor this in. Now
if we can actually get something positive out of that fucking cunt, I'll take it. We need to know now.
But if
she's dangling a carrot. Is it real or not? I want to know now. It's an option that could work or not. Oh my God. It wasn't even real a few days ago.
So if it doesn't ferment, then it doesn't ferment.
Oh, they wanted me to do a review. Apparently you did a stream about me. You were upset that I said you couldn't communicate, which I still agree with when it comes to those stories. I can watch it in a bit. I'm like, I saw some of it. My brother watched it. I'm like, I don't mind criticism, but I can do that in a bit. But I'm too focused on
what's going on.
Is our sister just dangling a fucking carrot, or is this really the Chris Dubs? Just someone named Chris. Oh, one of you can come on, and I'll be my normal. I'm always criticized for being my normal self, but then when I'm not, it's you just let me talk. Okay, ask me whatever you want, and I'll put you backstage if I want you to shut up so I can talk. Yeah, I don't care, but it's like this is actually this is interesting. This is the kind of shit I'd love to do if I had like either neat bucks or in affordable housing and I was working a few days a week.
Yes.
Like right now, is your sister? I'm gonna no one. I'm a monster. I'm an asshole. We've established this. Is your sister's dangling a carrot? Because yeah, we didn't plan on this, but now that it's come along, it's like, wow, I wasn't planning on finding a $20 bill in the street, but hey, now that I did, this is cool. Maybe I will get that beef chow mein.
She told me she would help.
So,
I'm taking
well, we didn't even know. It's like, come on, asshole. You were given an opportunity.
What are you talking about?
You were given an opportunity, not me.
Again, I'm using that opportunity. We're going to hash it out. We're going to make something happen potentially. Just got to give it time, buddy. Calm down. Calm down.
No, I didn't do a stream about you. I streamed and Cass came in, so we talked about what. Okay, so you were just doing a stream in general. Is this what you're communicating? You were doing a stream in general, and I just happened to come up at some point during it. Because when I press play, I don't watch the whole thing. I'm not mad. I'm just like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is this is YouTube. You can always go back and verify. This is not what happened, Horse. Once again, what is your problem, man? I'm not mad. You can criticize. It's just me, but. Can you at least tell the truth? It's so hard for normies to tell the fucking truth. They live in a world where they're lying to each other, so I guess they expect to lie to each other. And then when you say, hey, I'm a Spurg, this isn't, and all of a sudden, like, what? This isn't what happened. Oh, my God. Yes, you have an opportunity with our sister. I'm really getting frustrated. It's this could actually be a good thing. But after all that bullshit, get a little fucking diamond in the rough from it, and it's on you. You got to say, it's like Christ. You're gonna just blame. Oh, you're this. It's like all these things to blame me. You actually have a task now, and you don't.
I'm doing it my way. You don't like my way? Tough shit for you.
Oh,
be upset.
God, it's not just this affects you too. Because he said this wasn't even an option a few days ago. Yeah. And I didn't expect her to come back into our lives. If she never came back into our lives, I wouldn't be. I would. She's going to come, stir things up, come to your place of employment, and then say this. Okay, you already fuck. You want to fuck with us? Fine. Get rid of the cars and control tow and get another dump. We could use when we're done. So yeah, the plans have changed immediately. We didn't expect it because you're fucking now you know what it's like when you're unpredictable fucking cunt of a sister just does whatever's. Can you rein her in? Because clearly I can't.
I'm trying to rein her in. I know it's not easy. You think you snap the fingers and rein her in? It takes tact and guile. I got to go easy with it.
It's me, I swear. Well, you can always click the link, Chris. There are a lot of Chris's out there, Chris.
Show your face.
It sounds like Brosi is fighting for his life to be understood as usual. As usual. Fighting for his life. Be understood. Now, I think Brosi was...
But he disregards everyone else's understanding. It's only his understanding. It's only his story. Any diversion and any difference is wrong, and we're stairs below.
When this happened, I'll tell you, this happened a few days ago, and I said, call her up, say, yeah, dumpster, tow truck. I'm game.
And we did call her.
Well, you called her. You texted her or called. I tried to call her. My number's blocked. I had to call her on the landline. She didn't answer it, of course. You were going to text her the next night, but then you got afraid, so you texted her today for the first time. Let's tell the full story. And my shrink didn't know anything about this, but today my shrink was all like, "Yeah, your brother's right. You're a monster. You're an ass. You're this. You're that. Hey, you should call your sister's bluff and see if she'll get you a dumpster and a tow truck." And I said, "That's exactly what I did." Bro C was afraid of that. Really? That's actually a good idea. So even the shrink thinks it was a good idea. I'm doing it my way. Yeah, you were afraid. You were sort of coaxed into it, and you're still afraid. I know.
I reached out to her via text and call. I don't know why you're upset or what you think the problem is.
Yes, that's what I'm communicating. I have no problem. I came in and said, "Happy Friday," and you launched into this. No, I was mentioned. It was brought to my attention. You just stream. Like, oh, okay, I'll check it out. I started watching. Like, okay, interesting. But now, if I understand, well, maybe I'll pull up. I really don't want to watch this stream right now. Maybe if it ever, because we have more important things to do. But no, I guess I could. Exactly, Bruce. Yes.
Yes.
You can make someone the bad guy. No, I think. Where was? Let me go back. Let's see if things are being communicated. Where was this? I didn't do a stream about you. I streamed about Kaz. I streamed and Kaz came in. Okay, so I just happened to come up at some point. You were talking about other things and I came up. That's fine. That's an interesting communication. Let's see if that's actually true. How do I find this asshole? I don't want to watch this whole fucking stream. How do I find his channel?
He bought some weed. Was vaping it. Or stevia or whatever.
That's fine now. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'll try to find it.
You came up. Hacker came up. Other people
came up. Hold on. Give me a minute here. I think I don't want to. The very beginning there might be I don't want to anticipating that.
Fuck is it connecting to my hands for?
All right, so you're trying to stream from your car. It looks like.
Well, hopefully you guys can hear me.
What fucking? Oh wait, I'm in the wrong. How do I share screen again? I always fuck up. Give me a minute. But I guess we can do this as a distraction. We talk about horse a bit. No, my criticism of people doesn't really fit. I think a lot of people think you criticized me. How dare you? I'm like, no, I'm offering valid criticism. And with you, we don't want to address the elephant in the room. We already established. I've never denied it. All the criticisms of me that are true, I am a monster. I'm an asshole, a piece of shit, etc., 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 etc. Why do we ever stop and say, well, okay, we've established that. What's wrong with your sister? You try to do that, she'll turn the subject back to me, and you'll just agree. We say, what's wrong with you? Ooh, and you immediately start going on about me. We've established I'm a piece of shit. I never denied it. The rest of you people have a hard time admitting your own fucking flaws.
You ask what's wrong with me. I'm operating in my own way. You don't like my way? Tough shit for you. I don't care that it upsets you or that enrages you.
I mean, like I said, this is the kind of thing I'd love to sit and peruse and do a response.
You can watch this later on.
No, I don't want to do this now. I'll watch. It's the kind of thing I would do if if we didn't have all these problems right now. Let me see real quick. Okay, so the story is because I didn't tell this. You didn't stream about me. You were streaming, and Cass came in. Yes. I'm assuming she came in during the stream, so it didn't begin about me, and she came in, and so we talked about what happened. All right, let's see if that's true or not. Okay, so you're driving. You're just going for a stream. Okay. I'm gonna watch some of this, but I'm more thinking about our sister, this dumpster, this job. Are you gonna get this dumpster? Should I not get my hopes up? Is anything gonna come of this? Okay, so you're streaming. Is this one of those like DBF? You're just driving around. I like driving around. I should do a driving around.
Yes, you used to do driving videos.
Yes.
What a fucking shit show.
Okay, there's a shit show. What happened? Shit show. What happened? Shit show. What happened?
How about if anybody wants to ask me questions or get me to like communicate anything further, they just come in my lives. We'll just do it that way from now on.
What's he talking about? What was the shit show? I'm confused. Where's Cassandra bringing me up? What was the shit show we're talking about here?
Everybody can come talk to me in my
I'll come on your. If you do it at panel, I'll come on your panel.
We're gonna get more Horsehead streams.
Yeah, if you do call
everybody else pieces of shit.
I'll bring the chat back up.
And get told that I'm not a good communicator. That's a fucking laugh.
This happened at work. That sounds kind of like what I said. You did a poor job communicating that hacker story, like the grandma story. So I'm confused. What shit show? Right? I don't know the communication. He said they didn't talk about me till Cassandra came in. So which shit show is he talking about now? Someone else called you a poor communicator? Okay. So far, I was told. Well, it's not about what happened. I actually didn't want to do this, but I remember a few people mentioned it. I'm like, okay, I can watch it. I peruse some of it. Again, you can criticize. The stream itself doesn't bother me. The poor communication does. Okay, so you're talking, and Cassandra, you're just doing the stream, and Cassandra came in, and then I came up. Because right now, it seems like Cassandra's not here, and you're talking about some communication problem. So I can only try to guess what that was, because you haven't. Okay, where's Cassandra?
It really got under his skin when I brought up the fact that I get paid good fucking money to be a communicator.
Okay, I don't know who his is. I remember you said something like that in my stream. I don't want to normie brag, but and I'm like, okay, that's cool. So somebody else got under someone's skin. You're talking about someone else. I remember with me, I was like, look, this hacker thing, you're not really explaining very well. And eventually he became, listen, I get paid. Almost like peasant. Who are you talking to? I'm like, dude, I'm not saying you didn't accomplish things. You won't accomplish things again. But I'm talking about the here and now, man. If you're a good communicator, communicate. Don't rest on your laurels. But I don't know if you're talking about me or someone else. Who are we talking about here?
Oh, you don't communicate with, folks outside of your own, class.
I think that's accurate. Whoever said this, I think they're accurate. Yes, I agree.
Are you retarded? I communicate with many, many people all day long.
Yeah, you come to these streams and don't communicate with us well. It's like we recognize you're the resident normie. We're happy for you, but it's like if you say you come in peace and you want to be like an equal in terms of expressing ideas, you shouldn't get Let's see. I'll watch a few more minutes. And my brother was like, he said to me, OC, you're so emotionally attached to these people. Yes. And there might be some truth to that because he was like, he watching like, he was like, I'm like, I saw the first time. I'm like, I'll watch a little more. Where's Cassandra?
Job in my day-to-day. There's all kinds of fucking homeless weirdos and stuff around here that act all sorts of crazy.
How do I turn the chat on? I fucked up. I X'd out.
I don't know where you are. Now you're on a different page.
Oh.
There you go.
We're done trying to explain ourselves in a chat. It doesn't make any sense anymore.
It's actually not that hard to explain things in chat. Where was it? I didn't do a stream about you. I streamed and Cass came in, so we talked about what happened. Okay, that seems pretty straightforward. But is that the truth, or are we fibbing here? It's not that hard to write a couple sentences. It's when you don't tell the truth, or you misconstrue that problems, because the Spurg will say, "Wait, something's not adding up here." Okay, so who's he talking about?
Yeah. Gloves are off now, Grid.
Yeah. Oh, he's talking to Grid.
How about we get everybody in here? We get OC in here. We get Hacker in here.
I'm here.
Everybody in here, and I'll go off for a little bit. Let's do
go
that.
off. All right, I'll come on and go off on me.
Pause. He's talking about he's going to do his own stream.
Yeah, I know.
And then you can all.
I'll go on his panel.
Okay,
I understand. That was well communicated. Yeah, I'll come on. I told him a minute ago. I said I'll go on his panel. He told me when he came on, it had been over a year since he's been called into my show. I called him. It's been a long time. I don't mind. Sure, I don't care. To me, this isn't a war. This is me speaking my mind and sharing my opinion. And I thought if we respect each other well enough, we were willing to listen to each other, hear each other out, agree, disagree. That's why I say horses like Dev Pike, the ego is through the roof here. You think I'm an asshole, I'm a piece of shit, I scream. But there's like this ego where, no, I said this, not that. No, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to listen to you. Oh, no. You peasant, look at my degree. It's like, dude, communicate in the here and now. Don't tell me about your past or future accomplishments. I don't rest on that. If you're not doing a good job here, there's a problem here. Like if you're a master chef, you fuck up and you burn the bagels or you burn the biscuits or something. And these biscuits will burn. Oh, well, the oven temperature, didn't you know? I thought you knew. It's running slow, so if it says 350, it's really 342. Or no, I didn't know that. How was I supposed to know that? Well, no, what really happened is I didn't set the timer. Well, you just told me it was the temperature was off. Well, look, I've got all these great cookbooks and trophies and shit. Look, I'm glad you were a great chef, and maybe you still are. This particular batch was fucked up. Nothing about your past or future. I'm talking right now. It's like, Christ. Oh, my God.
Just adorable.
That's how my mind works.
My
mind.
I give one fucking shit. It's like I'll just turn the fucking stream off.
Okay.
I'll just go do something else.
You go. So he's talking about. I think he's talking about me, but I'm not sure. He hasn't spelled it out yet. But Cassandra's not here, I don't think. Where am I? We're at 3:32. I don't want to watch all this. Let me bring. I will bring the. How do I do this again? Oh shit! I'll bring the. I accidentally closed the chat. I don't want to do that. Okay. Oh, the video is unavailable. All right, it's okay. It's been downloaded. I'm sure someone can reshare. I shouldn't have. That's why I couldn't bring the chat back up. The video. Okay, look at this. And this is why. I guess I'm naive. It's like I still want to think the best of people. Maybe that's why I keep getting fucked over left and right. I still thought, horses are angry, but we'll get it back together. Even if we disagree, we're still buddies. But apparently, I guess it is true that we're all just, me and Hacker and that Stonkit guy, we're all just fucking lolcows from the laugh at. Okay, you can laugh at me if you want. I've never privated anything. You can go back and watch my shit. I have nothing to hide. And if I offer criticism, that isn't, fuck you, horse, you lied. It's, horse, I'm confused. You're not telling the truth. I will. There's a difference between trying to go after someone, you fucking piece of shit, horse, fucking hate you, versus, hey, horse, I don't think you're telling me the truth there. I mean, you're saying this, but I'm seeing something else. But it's been saved, I'm sure. Totem will re-upload it. I'll review it one of these days. But yeah, for those watching, I'm not asking anyone to take any sides. My feelings, this is what I was talking about with my sister. It all ties in. My sister's a bitch. I get angry. I get frustrated. I feel animosity. I never felt hatred. I still thought we had the same shared goal. I still thought, despite all these problems, let's work together, get our parents out, close this house. I never knew that deep down, my sister's like, fuck you. Her real goal is I'm going to get you. So I'm looking at Horace and thinking, okay, just like with my sister, I might yell at my sister. I might criticize Horace. At the end of the day, I thought we got along. But maybe I'm naive, and it's really, I think, okay, I'm critical, but we get along. And he's thinking, fuck you. I don't know. I don't want to assume. I don't want to put words in people's mouths, but it's like, that's strange. He privated the stream. I was going to watch a little bit of it. He was talking about something similar to what we went through about being told he was, because he wasn't. He was not. Horse was not communicating. The grandmother story took like several days to get the what should have taken like 3 sentences. And what he said about Hacker didn't seem to be true, in my opinion. I shared all that, and you can go back and watch. I don't care. Here he said, no, I was just streaming, and Cass came in. Kind of reminds us of our mother. She's such a poor liar. You know what I mean? So say what you want about me, but has anything I have said here been untrue? I'm just calling it like I see it. I didn't do a stream about you. I streamed, and when Cass came in, so we talked about what happened. It seems like before Cass we didn't even get to Cass. 3 minutes in, he's going on about this. He told me I'm a bad. I'm assuming he's talking about me. Maybe I'm wrong. He can clarify. But it's like, why? I know people. I think one of the reasons people hate me, and it's like people see me as this retard. I don't get to sit at the big boy table. I'm a fucking retard. Don't get to be a normie. But when something goes wrong, actual retards are given a pass. Like if some retard goes, "Oh, you scare me. You look like the bad guy in the cartoon." You just think, "Oh, harmless retard." Me, I don't get to be a normie. Don't get the normie privileges and prerogatives. But when something goes wrong, I'm not dismissed as a retard. All of a sudden, you said that. How dare you? You know what you're doing. So it's like I'm not normie enough for the privileges and the special, the life that normies get to live. I'm relegated to hot garbage shit. When something goes wrong, I don't get to pass the retards. I'm suddenly held to normie standards. Probably because deep down, these normies know what I'm saying is true. Yeah, that's how I feel. Because I'm not even trying to be an asshole. You think that. I'm just trying to point out, like, wait, my brain hurts when something doesn't make sense. I want things to make sense. And okay, you were streaming in general, and Cassandra came in, and I guess that implies she brought it up. Maybe not, Cassandra. But I'm watching the stream, and no sign of Cassandra, and we're already going on about me. Okay, so right off the bat, this is what I'm talking about, Horse. This is the third time you've. I thought you were a bad communicator. You thought you were articulating when you weren't. I think you're just fucking lying now, which is sad. I want to. Believe. What do you think, buddy? You can be honest, right? Now, buddy's going to do, well, here's what he's going to do, just like with our sister. Well, OC, you can be an abrasive asshole. Yes, I asked you about Horse. Well, maybe Horse was just having a bad night. That's what, this is like, oh my God. The internet is a microcosm of life. Oh my God. Yes, I will. One of these days, I'll watch that whole video start to finish. But, the more time goes on, the less I care. So, but I go back to work. So maybe if Totem has it, you can share with me. I'll watch it some other time. And I'm not even trying to dump on Horse. I'm like, dude, because I didn't see the whole thing. He drove home. He's going about me. It was clearly about me. And he went inside, sat on his couch, and I sort of lost interest. It reminded me of like that. Who was that weirdo who would always ask Dumb to take his socks off? I'm like, yes. But I didn't watch the whole thing. You watched it. Was it mostly about me or not about me at all? You can be honest.
It was significantly about you.
Significantly. What is there to fear from your sister? I think he's afraid. Like, what if I do end up dead in the street? He might need her one day, so he doesn't want to cross her. He wants to keep that door open, which I guess I can't fully blame him for that. He's afraid of alienating her. But I've told him it doesn't matter. If I die tomorrow, because she's already fucked you over by proxy.
There is no fear. That's his story, his belief. It has.
And you share merit. Yours. Go ahead.
No, I'm working with her the best I can.
If that's the best you can do, you're gonna walk on these eggshells. You see what a cunt our fucking sister is. You can't just call her up. I can't. Hey, are you serious about this? Let's make this happen already. Cut the shit. We can't even do it.
No, you're just saying that because you want your belief to be true.
Well, let's ask them. They can ask their opinion.
No, I'm not. I texted her. I called her. We're working to get something done.
I'm behind in chat. Let me just scroll on the bottom.
Wow, look at all this.
I'm way behind in chat.
Wow.
The link has already been dropped. I think it's the dude who came on and started like making all gargling sounds or some shit. He might be. I have no idea who that is. He might be. The name is very familiar, but it could just be a copycat. There was a clone. There was a Genetic Abomination. The name sounds very familiar, but I don't know if this is the Genetic Abomination. Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? We're talking about I'm way behind here. Montessori school. Wow. Oh, Horse is still here, dude. What? You don't have to private the video if you've nothing to hide. What's the problem? Why did you private the video, you king of communication? I wanted to watch, and you're brilliant. What happened? Why did you private that? Because I actually clicked off the chat. So let me bring the chat back on. Let's see when Cassandra comes in, because we're already talking about me, and there's no sign of Cassandra, like you claimed. 3 little sentences, not that hard to communicate. What you communicated didn't seem to be accurate. That's why I think, are you fibbing now? I thought you were just a bad communicator, or you thought you were a better communicator than you were. Maybe you're very good with communicating with your fellow normies. You're not used to a Spurg mind. But now it's just like, what are you doing? How am I supposed to feel? It's like a Dev Pike. Dev Pike was always an asshole-ish, but I like that people say get rid of him. I said I like that he has some good points. But then when he went, off the deep end, I'm not going to contemplate anything. I'm going to, you'll see. I'm going to be approved by this group. I'm paraphrasing. It's more or less what he said. And I'm like, that's disgusting. And I'm saying with Horst, that's why I say they're very similar, as different as they might be, very similar in their approach, and shocking for me. I really am the naive Spurg who thinks, I get along with Horst, and I get along with Dev Pike, and we all get along, and we might disagree, and they know who I am and the kind of guy I am, and I could be a bit challenging, but it's not done to put them down. It's done to really comprehend. And I thought they understood me, but it's like I'm starting to see these people were never really friends. They were buddies or whatever to call this bullshit we do here. There was always some sinister motive, just like with my sister. 2 years ago, I still thought, well, she's a bitch, but we're working together. We all have the same goal. I didn't realize, just like at the job, the nigger bitch turning me over, and the one guy saying he's vaping all the time. They buried it and wanted me arrested for vaping, all this shit. The overnight frozen guy, we got to get him. And it's like, I didn't realize all these people were plotting against me. I didn't think there was this sinister mindset. But apparently I'm a great target for sinister minds. Yeah, and why did you communicate with me? Why did you just private that? I want to see that stream where you were just streaming for fun, and Cassandra came in and I came up, because so far I came up before I saw any hide nor hair of Cassandra. Unless this is a while ago. I'm behind in chat. No, I'm a Spurg. I don't want to just assume something. Well, I have assumed things. I try to assume the positive. Now I don't know. And that's why I leave my shit up. If I said something you disagree with, I know no one wants to comb through all this crap. If there's some point that I said once and you say, hey, you said it right here, I'll watch and I'll address. I'm not above reproach. I don't know why you're trying to act as if you're above reproach. The only thing I think of is because I'm assuming, maybe I'm wrong, I want you to communicate. Now, you understand, man? I don't want to make assumptions. I'm still trying to give you, like a dumbass, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, king of communication. It's just, what the fuck's the problem? What is your problem? Boy said, I really don't. Oh, I'm seeing like this other side. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I really don't get you.
This guy isn't capable of moving on. I know that all too well.
Well, I didn't see it. That's the problem. I did. I saw like a few minutes. I saw you were driving around. You went home. You're on your couch, and I said, I'll watch this later. I'm just going through too much shit. Nothing about it. It's not because I didn't want to watch it or hurt my feelings. I was just like, we got too much shit to do. Nothing personal. Too much going on in the real world here. But no, I would have. Like I said, if I had a job and we were out of here, and I said, let me peruse this one night. You didn't have to take it down. You didn't even give me a chance. I would have loved to have seen it. I would have loved to. I would listen. I would have listened. I would have said maybe I was wrong about something. Let me listen. So hiding. There's no need to hide anything. Jesus Christ. Do I think there's something to gain? Yeah, 2 cars towed and a dumpster. I paid for one with my TDI money. I'm basically bankrupting him. Our sister makes 6 figures. Yeah, she can give us a dumpster and get the cars towed. That'd be a big help because she wasn't helped 2 years ago. I didn't go after her. I didn't want her back in my life. She came and played this game and made this offer. And if she's making the offer to you, she knows we still live together, so I'm going to be involved somehow. So, yes, I didn't want her back in our lives. I thought it would be a net loss. But since she injected herself in my brother's life and claimed this, okay, fine. This whirlwind comes in. I didn't want the tornado to come through, but it came through. Now I got to deal with it. Can I at least set up a wind farm? It's like that. It's like, okay, I'm trying to work with tools. I didn't ask for her back in my life, but she is. So, okay. You gave her what she wanted. She's being nosy and curious. Is she serious? She's got the money. Like I said, if I made 6 figures, I wouldn't even be splitting hairs. My sister works some shit job, and I'd say, fine, I'll pay for a dumpster. Fine, I'll pay. I wouldn't even give a fuck. You know what I mean? She's so fucking like a corporate communism. She only has that job because she's, I need some more women, and she thinks she's such a hard fucking worker. That's what I think. You think I'm wrong? But you can share your opinion.
She works in IT, making websites or something, but I really don't understand it. It just seems like fluff to, we have another woman in tech, yay. She benefits greatly from that, but doesn't seem to realize that.
SmackDown was on. Well, Horace, no offense. I just feel like if we can't talk about this, then every time I talk to you, I got to walk on eggshells. I guess it's how you got to live through life, walking on eggshells for everybody. I don't like walking on eggshells for people. It's on the TV. Yeah, I'm still on step 3. The it's being processed. Average wait time is 200 some odd days. I'm still on that. I think it's step 3. I'm still, for those who don't, I could pull it up. I don't really. I'm gonna put in a code, get a text. I'll take a screenshot for next time. Step 1, apply. Step 2, do the phone interview. Step 3, pending. I'm still on the pending step, whatever step that is. Still on pending. Nothing has changed, but it's been submitted. I might lose the benefits to go back to work, but I'm not going to go back to work that long. We'll see. Some changes. And that's why your sister, as much of a cunt as she is, if she really could come through, I didn't ask for this. I wasn't expecting this. If she could actually make herself useful, this would be a big help. So please. Well, it takes time.
It does.
You got to walk on eggshells with her sister. I got to walk on eggshells with Horsehead. It's like, what the fuck is this?
That's what life is, buddy.
No, this is too much eggshell. No one walks on eggshells for me. I'm the piece of shit bad guy. But when I in good faith say, hey, man, I disagree with this point. Communicator, hey, sis, you're being a bit of a bitch here. Oh, you're a fucking monster. Like, Christ, spoiled shit normies. All right, they're talking amongst themselves. Well, then correct me, man. Correct me. So far, you haven't done that. I believed you when you claimed, I was just streaming. Cassandra came. I'm like, okay, let me check. And clearly, you jumped to private the stream. What am I supposed? Explain to me what I'm supposed to believe. That's why I wish I could say, I can't do these things in real life. So I'm doing it with him on the internet. It's like I wish my sister, she just puts her fingers in your fuck him, and she'll punish you because of her hatred. Her hatred. This. It's not about you did this, you were mean. That's all secondary. She hated me to begin with. Why? Because I vaped. Because I called her a cunt. No, it's because people hate fucking freaks like me. The hatred is there to begin with, no matter what I do or don't do. And then when I try to be like, thinking, okay, we get along. Hey, here's what I think. I'm my normal, ADHD self. And then, fuck you, you lesser being. How dare you? That's more or less what this is. On all fronts. This is my sister we're talking about. Yes, there's just 3 of us. I hadn't seen her in 2 years. I had no plans to contact her. She showed up with our mother at my brother's place of employment, being nosy. Claimed she would, pay for a third. He told her about the dumpsters. Said she'd pay for a third. I'm like, okay, make it happen. But I'm afraid. Okay.
I'm doing it my way. If you don't like it, tough shit.
Well, Chris, they could be an olive branch if she was sincere about them. Part of me thinks it was just a hollow offer because she thought, Brosy's a pushover. He'll never contact me. He's too afraid. And, if OC gets involved, I'll get nasty again. Just like with that credit card. She claimed we weren't paying a credit card bill. The bill had come in. She took it. She was throwing a tantrum. This 2 years ago. Remember that? It's like, and she was going about, you're just using this card and not paying. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? The bill just came in. You took it off the table. And then you tried to explain she was having none of it. I thought at the time she was like whacked. She was deliberately making shit up to create drama and chaos. And you even said, she wants something to tantrum about. She wasn't interested in reality. She was interested in her hatred. So she could make it. The onus is on her and this asshole to arrange it, to make it an olive branch. We'll talk after that. Nah, man, last weekend was an exercise in what happens when I seem to clarify what I originally said. It's never enough for you. You didn't clarify anything. You kept changing your story. If you commit a crime, you're one of those people who see on these TV shows. Every time we talk to him, the story kept changing. That's how you come across. So I said, okay. Again, what you say just sounds like bullshit to me. I thought it was poor communication. I think it's deliberate lying. I don't know what to make of you. Oh, well, she hates me. Why? Because I'm an asshole who calls her a cunt and fuck you. Well, I did that because she already hated me to begin with because I'm a spurred weirdo. Absolutely. Well, I'm not really flipping out in the sense that you can call this flipping out, spurting out maybe. Fuck you, Horse. My name isn't Hacker. Horse, you piece of shit. Horse. I'm saying, Horse, you're not explaining yourself. I don't get it. Can you clarify? You told me you had a stream up. You were just streaming. Cassandra came in and you talked about me. And I clicked on the stream and right off the bat, that didn't seem to be an accurate description. And then you private the stream. What am I supposed? What did I get wrong? What vocabulary did I misunderstand there? Explain. Christ, communicate. What vocabulary did I misunderstand there?
Minutiae is very, very important.
No, this is beyond minutiae. That's a flat out fucking lie.
You need.
He starts the stream saying, "Man, I'm pissed." Based on paraphrasing, I'm pissed because OC said I didn't communicate very well. Cassandra wasn't even there at that point, so it was a flat out lie. Timelines. Yes, I'm the common denominator. I call people out in their bullshit. I say, I like you, but can you clarify? And when people have, I was in that movie Weekend at Bernie's. You ever seen that movie, Weekend at Bernie's? Shitty movie. But at the very, very beginning, when Bernie's still alive, the two young corporate guys, they find a discrepancy in the books, the accounting. So they take it to Bernie, not trying to get Bernie. They think Bernie will be happy. We found, misappropriation. Of course, it turns out Bernie himself is behind it, doesn't want to know about it. So he invites him to his mansion to kill them, and he gets killed, etc. They really had good intentions. Like, look, boss, hey, there's misappropriation. And he's like, misappropriation. You're ready? The sinister. That's how it comes across with you, man. A lot of you people. Yes, I call you out on bullshit, but I mean well. I want you to be honest. I want you to tell the truth and let's work it out. And when you want to tell more fibs and then say, you do this with everyone. Okay. The common denominator is me. Maybe the common denominator is just normies. I just can't go along with people who want to speak in it's just not riddles in this case, more like vague. Not. I thought it was bad communication. I think it's a flat out lie now, but it kind of parallels our sister and her bullshit. Yes. Are you sure you've watched me? Maybe you were listening to me. Were you watching me, or did Cassandra come in and I came up? Horse, I don't believe anything you say anymore. And part of the problem is you've compromised yourself to the point of ridiculousness. Maybe I do it as a defense mechanism because, I like this guy, but something's wrong here. And I do this to get to the bottom of it. And it seems like something's wrong here. Ooh. So what's the plan with that? I don't have a plan because I can't talk to my sister. It would be nice if she could actually do something meaningful. What is your plan for our sister? Tell us. Okay, you're doing it your way. What is your way? Do you want to share what your idea is, or you don't want to say because well, I said that. Don't pull a horse on me. Well, what do you want to do?
I'll text her tomorrow about the towing and the dumpster, and we'll see where it goes.
But he won't. He'll say, "Oh, I forgot. I was too tired." I know how you operate. I'm calling it out. I'm calling out the truth. No, you don't. You just the common denominator is common denominator is I am the truth teller, and people don't like hearing the truth.
You have a narrative in your mind which everyone must agree with and obey, but they don't. Things go differently. If you don't get the answer you like, you throw tantrums and have fits. You just have to accept that no one agrees with you and does what you want.
Okay.
You can't get your way all the time.
Okay. We're talking about our sister or horse?
We're talking about you. Talking about how you behave and how you operate.
Well, I'm not doing anything here. You got to contact your sister.
Again, you have a story in your head about how it should go down. I don't do it that way. It's neither right nor wrong. It's just how I do things. You're upset. You're being nasty. You're being mean. Yeah, probably. But it doesn't matter that you're upset or mean. I'm going to do it my way. If you don't like it, tough shit.
If I wasn't nasty and mean, he would do nothing. He'd be too afraid. Well, she said she would. Maybe in a few months. That's how he is. You've seen enough of him. Don't take my word. You've seen enough of him.
He's always going to be nasty and mean.
Oh, I'm pissed at that bitch. I don't feel hatred. I feel animosity and just you fucking cunt. Yeah, of course. And what'd she think? I'd be all happy to talk to her again. She knew I'd blow up. Come on. I'm tired of people.
That. You don't know. Yeah.
People want to tiptoe around the truth because but it's part of life is accepting unpleasant truth. Some of us don't have the luxury of burying our heads in the sand.
But the unpleasant truth, I'm handling our sister my way.
I hope so. This is like handling much anything.
The hell with you then.
No, every time I see you, I'm going to think, I don't trust a damn thing you say. I thought you were a bad communicator. I thought you'd be willing to work it out. You just want to tell fibs. As far as our sister, it's a very touchy subject. Of course I get emotional, but if she wants to help, let her do this. You weren't crazy about it. You're like, well, you've said several times. Let's talk about my brother. You've said several times that night, you're like, well, I got to think about this. When I said, no, call her up. Tell her, well, I'm going to think about this. Why don't you call her? Because I'm blocked. Why don't you write her an email? Everything so he wouldn't have to be involved. That's the truth. That happened. Tell the truth. And then what happened? Yeah. And then there was something else that happened. You kept putting it on me. I said, I hate to make you the go-between, but you know she won't talk to me. She's so fucking petty. I'm blocked forever. There was something else. Yeah, the other night you said you were going to do it, but you were too tired. I said, fine, maybe that's true, but it seemed like I knew you weren't going to do it. I knew you weren't going to do it, despite what you claimed. I knew. I didn't say anything last night. You're like, oh, I'll text her in a bit. I asked you, did you text her sister? Oh, I forgot, but she's probably busy. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I know how you think. So when I hear a lie, my brain hurts.
None of that happened. That's his fantasy. That's his story.
What happened? Tell the truth. What happened?
No. I wanted to talk with my sister about this. I just need to give her more time. I'll communicate with her in my own way. If you don't like the way I communicate, you don't have to insult me or break me or put me down. You just need to accept that I do things differently.
No, but when you came home and told me she'd stopped in, I was the one who said call her. You didn't want to. You kept saying, why don't you email her? Is that not true? Am I making this up?
Because again, you're the one who wants to communicate with her. If she blocked you and doesn't want to listen to you, oh, well, that's the scenario you created. Don't use me to get your own motives done.
Right.
I will talk to her when I'm ready to talk to her.
And the problem with this is we don't have time. If this cunt is telling the truth, which I highly doubt, the time is now. Bitch won't deal with me. It's like making me deal with the she-devil. Okay, buddy, she'll still talk to you. Can we make this happen sometime soon? So, yes, time. We don't have, you know.
I'll talk to her my own way, my own time. The hell with you.
Well, it's not just the hell with me. It's the hell with us. You live here too. We can use a dumpster now.
It is the hell with you because you caused the problems. You caused all the hang-ups. You caused all the dragging your feet.
Really?
You're the one who gums things up.
Well, it's time for you to not gum things up, and you don't want to. You're afraid.
I'm doing it. You don't like the way I'm doing it.
No, I don't.
Fucking well.
I have to gum things up because he won't do anything. He won't gum anything when it comes to this shit. Oh my god. Maybe it is a birth order thing. Oh, Tuli, don't just waltz in when you know what's going on. Yes, I'm an abrasive asshole, etc., etc., etc. The truth is, my first thought was, why is this bitch bothering you at work? That bothers me. But if she really wants to pay for a dumpster, cool. Because I kept saying, where the fuck? Yeah, we should do this 2 years ago. She screwed us over. And I said, okay, I wish your sister were paying for some of this. Then she shows up out of nowhere. I didn't ask for her to come back into our lives and makes this offer. He tells me about it, but he didn't want to call her. I said, no, call her up. Take the offer. Fuck it. When are we going to get this done? Because I think it was a hollow offer. Knowing them, I am the common denominator. I hear the bullshit. I call it out. I say, put your money in your mouth. Just prove it. Yeah, he will go off sometimes. You just don't see it. You see me spurg out, and I usually get over it, and you think, oh my God, I see such a monster. Presumptive idiots. But Lennon says, I have to side with OC here. You tried to establish. Yeah, I tried to. He'll say, no, you didn't. You got all nasty, which is somewhat true. I can't help but get nasty on it. But I didn't even call her. He was calling her. I was in the room like, that fucking comment you. And, she went off on me. But, he wouldn't have called her otherwise. If this offer is legit, the onus is on him because she won't talk to me. She's that petty. Okay, fine. I'm a monster. Fine. The onus is on him. He wouldn't have taken action. He wouldn't have, you should be back. She's getting late. He's got to go to bed soon, but yeah. Yes, he should be back. But I realized he's got to go to work tomorrow. But he was off today, so he's a bit more awake. He slept in, we didn't do anything today because, like I said, I went to the job interview. Then I got a call from the other place. Then I had to go to physical therapy. We actually went out and got some iced tea. So we didn't accomplish, but it wasn't unproductive per se. But, art imitates life. The internet might just be bullshit, but things I see here, people behave the same ultimately. I see it in real life. Yes. Occupational click, common denominator, ADHD, spurg, truth teller, gets it out of them. If I was a true retard, but I don't like, okay, your shirt is red, I like blue better. You just, when I say, hey man, you're not telling the truth here, it gets under their skin. You're a lesser being. But unlike the retard whose opinion doesn't matter, you actually make sense, and that scares us. That's what I get from my sister. Well, I think it's all just about hatred of the, And I'm starting to think that, sadly, this is where I'm naive. I still don't think the best of people. I'm thinking a horse really does see us all as little cows and we're just fucking joked him. But yes, Lennon agrees with me. I tried to establish a truce. I was peaceful. I was civil. I'm joking. I was a total asshole. But I said, please call her. Take her up on her offer. You didn't even want to call. That's the truth. You did not want to call her. But you did. He said, okay. I said, this is a good idea. And then, of course, I think she didn't really want to talk to me. I don't think the offer is even sincere. That's what I think. I could be wrong. I have nothing to prove myself otherwise. You think you can somehow finesse her into this? We don't have all, you got to do this now. Although, because our plan, if she didn't come back in the picture, we'd be renting a dumpster within the next week or so. Yeah. So how much time do you want to take here, buddy? I don't get it. Explain your timeline. At least I explain mine. That's the thing. I explain myself. No one else here wants to. And they get upset when I call them out for not explaining themselves. Buddy.
I won't be off for another week.
Doesn't matter.
Yes,
you should coordinate this now.
Yeah, I know. We got to coordinate for that day that I'm off.
She's got to get the fucking titles from our mother. Maybe give them to you because she doesn't want to hang out here all day. It might take all day for a tow truck to show up. I know how it works. I'm the person you should be talking to, but that petty fucking cunt doesn't want to. But I actually know what I'm doing. She knows nothing about dumpsters. Come on, buddy. Why don't you just be honest for once? Your sister's part of the problem here. Oh, you said this. Okay, me. What did your sister do? Your sister made an offer, and when you called her up, and you texted her, I don't know part of that.
We're still working on it.
Still working on it.
Yeah,
she said to find out, I'll pay for a dumpster. Now you're working on it. Okay.
Yeah.
A week from now, well, maybe another month. It's ridiculous.
Again, Christ. Fucking Christ. She said she would reimburse me. We can get the dumpster. She'll give me the cash. You idiot.
In some ways, bro, she's more naive than I am. Okay. She'll say, oh, I just remembered something OC said. It pissed me off. She's not getting it. She'll find some stupid excuse. My horse. Horse. My horse said, oh, I wasn't talking about you. I was happened to be streaming about nothing in particular. And Cassandra came around. Okay, let's watch the stream. And suddenly it goes by. Saying I call out bullshit. I'm tired of bullshit. Your sister's going to play a game.
You got to get out of your fantasy world. You have to join us in reality.
I wish it was a fan. Every time I try to think, okay, I'm wrong about this. I'm proved right. I'm proven right.
That's the story you want. That's what you want to hear. I'm communicating with our sister. We're going to make things happen. It takes time. You got to wait, buddy.
How much time do we have? We were going to, because you yourself said we were going to. She came back into our lives. We were planning this. Yeah, I was planning to get dumpster next week or two. We can't wait till you didn't tell her our plans and that the landlord. She doesn't know how long we're going to be here. She might say, I'll do it in October. And plus, it's still summertime. The time is, it's like, what do we, oh my God. She bothered you. She made this offer. She made this offer. Forget me. She made the offer to you. You can't take, are you really?
Yeah, this is what I'm doing.
It doesn't sound like it to me.
Because you don't know what you're talking about. You have your fantasy in your head, which is all nonsense. Just let me do my thing.
I think it's part of it too. Because I call people out in their bullshit. They all commiserate. I hate him. He pointed something at me I didn't like. Me too. We all believe in the lies. That's all I hate on him. I think that's part of it too. I call it the bullshit. And I'm hearing a lot of bullshit.
No, you just insult and make fun of people. And they turn against you because of that.
I insult. No. I do. And I call people out on shit. But why do I do it in the first place? Because they're not being very honest.
No, that's your story. They see
that's what liars like to say.
They see, of course, we're all lying and we're all stairs below. Very convenient for you to make your fantasy real.
Forget about me. She came and made you an offer. Why do you need to finesse the offer? I don't get it. If Sister C says, hey, I'll pay for another dumpster and maybe get the towing done, why do you got to finesse this shit?
Do you think this is going to happen in 2 hours? We're talking about it. We're making plans. It's happening now. Just have to let it unfurl.
Yeah, you and I. If you call me up and if I call you up and say I want to get some steaks tonight, or hey, I picked this up, or hey, I'm at the grocery store coming home with some good steaks.
We're not talking about items you can buy immediately.
I'm trying to think.
You got to call the dumpster guy, plan a date. You got to call the tow truck guy, plan a date.
Right.
This takes time.
That means time is of the essence. You should be discussing the details now. Okay. How do you want to do this? We know.
And we are discussing the details now. It's fucking 11 p.m. on a Friday night. We can't do it now, you asshole.
You didn't text her yesterday. You didn't bring up the tow truck. The dumpster. You didn't bring that up because you're referring. So it's like
we talked about the dumpster. It's all a process.
You talked about it in person. You didn't want to mention it when you texted her. Yeah.
It's all
I better walk on eggshells for our fucking cunt sister, so her offer doesn't go bye-bye.
We have to get rid of the doors first before we get a dumpster.
but we can't wait weeks for a dumpster. She might say, well, I'll do the dumpster next month. The car thing wasn't as lucrative. She might play that game. What I'm saying is, you can blame me all you want, make me the scapegoat all you want. I'm the commandant. I'm the scapegoat. We don't have time to waste. And you got to know what she's doing and the time to discuss titling. We know a tow truck might not show. They might give you a window and they don't show up till hours later. She doesn't. She's an idiot. She's never had this. She's never done this. This is why she actually needs. You actually need me. I've done this. I've done this. But she's like, I'm gonna look online. She'll come to some bullshit excuse. Okay, place will tell it. I'll call them up. They'll come in a couple hours. I'll be there for a couple hours. Make sure OC's not there. Not knowing that just because the towing place is fairly local. When I had an old 7 year, the day of my father's stroke, I'll get to my stories. I had a car towed. It was an old car, it was the color Supreme, and the brake lining had rusted out to the point where it wasn't worth fixing. The brakes went to the ground, and I had to wait and wait and wait. They gave me a window. They didn't come to much later. And the guy said, yeah, even though the scrapyard is only 10 miles away, he had three or four other cars. And he's like, I actually went to North Jersey first, circled back, and you're the last one. On my way back home, you're the last stop. I know this from experience. Your sister will read something online, assume, okay, we'll just call them. They'll come and get the car. It's not that simple. I know that. And if she actually worked with me, she would know that too, but she's a fucking cunt. So she'll start making plans based upon an assumption that's not realistic. I know the truth. I've always been interested in truth. You know damn well. She's going to say, oh, yeah, they come, and they're very close. So they'll come and get the car, and everything will be fine. That's how it is. She's very much like our father with the whole, this is how I see it, therefore so. The truth is, yeah, you'll call them. They'll give you a time frame. They won't show up hours later. It doesn't matter how close they are. They're picking up cars farther away, and they're doing you last on their way back home. I know this. You should know this. I've told you. Because you're fucking consider. And knowing her, she would just assume what she saw online. Because I assumed the same thing, and I got educated. I'm just talking truth. This is my expertise. No, I think Bro C, because you know about the tow truck thing. Our sister's naive with the tow truck thing. Bro C is very reticent because he realizes, without wanting to admit it, it's because I'm me. I guess that's also part of it. I put myself out there. You see my face. I'm off case real quick. Because I'm out there, it's easy to point at me. He doesn't want to address the truth about our sister because he's afraid things go south there. It's easy to dump on me, but he doesn't want to say, okay, here's what I really think about our sister. He doesn't want to do that. He's afraid. He's afraid I'm going to repeat something. Like when I call my sister on the line, he's like, well, don't mention me. The triumvirate example. You're afraid, I guess, alienating her. I feel like our sister is very presumptuous. Will assume she'll declare something that's not based in reality. They're coming within this 2 hour window. I'll be there. I want OC gone. And of course, it won't show up. 4 hours, 5 hours will go by. She'll say, I got to go now. Fuck this. We'll do some other time. We'll do this next month. You know how she is. Come on. Don't tell me I'm making this up. You know how she fucking is. And you don't want to face that. Just like horse, you don't want to face truth. You want to run and hide and attack the truth teller. That's how this feels. That's how our sister is.
You want to make up a truth that's only true to you.
Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. This does not sound like our sister. When I said total, our sister. If I'm fine, let's ask Bro C. What I'm saying is a total fantasy, made-up fabrication. Is there no truth to what I'm saying? Is there no possible way your sister might pull this game? You know her too. Let's ask his opinion.
I'm going to have to explain to her how the towing process works. Let her know that this might be an all-day event.
Well, why?
Because she might not know that it's an all-day event.
And she'll start making plans, assuming it's a 2 hour event based on ignorance.
You can't chastise people for what they don't know.
Right.
She's unaware of how this goes down. You had a junk car towed once.
This is why you should never go against someone because you don't know where you're going to need them again in life. I know how the process works, but she's so petty and so filled with hate. I can't even explain to her, listen, if you want to tell these, let's pick a day. This is how it's going to go down. Bring the titles. You might be here all day, or you give them to me, or Bro C. Because it's going to take forever for this. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll come right away, but it's not. They're right there. They'll come pick it up. No, the guy goes around, covers a large territory, and he usually picks the closest up last. So this could take hours. You might be here all fucking day. Because she'll start making plans. I don't know. Look at OC. He's a piece of shit. And they told me they'd be here between 10 and 2, so I'll be there like 11 to 1, and they should come. And when they don't come, why didn't they come? Well, fuck this, we'll do this next month. That's how she is. That's my sister. That's truth. You're telling me that you can't picture that happening?
We just have to explain the process.
Would you even explain? I'm telling you to explain. You wouldn't think to. He wouldn't want to. Again, truth. People hate me, but I tell the truth. He wouldn't want to mention all that because he'd be like, okay, she's kind of agreeing to be part of the tow process. Let's just stop there. I'll explain how the process works in a few days from now, and we'll talk about the dumpster next month. That's how he is. That's exactly true.
You don't know what I would or wouldn't do. You're just making assumptions, concocting fairy tale nonsense.
I haven't proven dishonesty. Everything I say is how I see it. If I'm wrong, fine. I haven't been told how I'm wrong. I've been told you make up like you're a recovered denominator, and him. You just make stuff. Okay. Then you tell your give me your truth.
You're wrong.
Give me your observation.
You're wrong because you make stuff up.
Okay, I'm wrong. I make stuff. Okay, now I want to hear your truth. This is so hard for people. Forget about OC for a minute. Bro C on Sister C. What do you think of Sister? Come on.
I'm going to have to tell her how the tow process works, and that she's going to have to spend all day here. And she might have to bring our mother here. That's another part of it that he doesn't like.
I know.
So this asshole is going to have to drive away all day, and I'll just tell him, oh, no one was here. It was just me.
And you think our sister will accept that, or she'll say, fuck that, we'll do it, some other time?
We'll have to see what she says.
Have to see.
Yeah.
You know your sister. What do you think, honestly? Honest appraisal, knowing your sister.
If I tell her she has to come here with our mothers and the titles and spend all day, she will. If that's what it takes to get the cars towed, that's what it takes. He won't like that. He's going to throw massive tantrums and be upset. But your upsetness doesn't define the world. You go be upset, and I'll see you later.
Why would you bring our mother here? Our mother can give.
She owns the cars, you idiot.
Right. She can sign the titles, give them to our sister. Our sister can.
Is that enough, though?
Yes.
Is the guy going to, hey, I need to see a driver's license. I need to know that you're the owner. Yeah, exactly, buddy.
I doubt it.
He doubts it. Oh, great. He doubts it, so his plan is correct.
I remember I said we got to take the plates off. And in Jersey, you can't have, even in a driveway, you can't have a car without plates unless you cover it with a tarp. So if you take the plates off, it's got to get towed that day. So I got to know what day we're taking. She doesn't think. No, you keep the plates, hand them in later. You give them the title. Did they ask for ID? I don't think they gave you shit. They just took the title.
Who knows what they do now?
All right, but I don't want our mother here.
Oh, well for you, buddy. Oh, well for you.
Because I'm pretty sure if she signs the title and gives it to our sister can say, I'm doing this on behalf of our mother. They're not going to look that deep into some two shit cars. No, our mother does not have to be part of this process. No, not at all.
Okay, well, we'll go with that.
I don't think so. I'd rather she'll want to walk and snoop around and trying to get stuff out of this house. She fucked us over. She doesn't get to hang out here. Our fucking cut mother. If our sister wants to, in fact, I'd rather our sister not be involved at all. Have our mother sign. Mother gives the titles to sister. Sister gives the titles to brother. And I'll probably have to wait up all day for the guy to show up and say, hi, my mother's elderly. We're getting rid of these two shit cars. I don't think he's going to question that. I already know. Stairs, I know where this is going. Not because I'm always right, because I wish I was wrong. This is always what ends up happening. I got to listen to people get sensitive. They don't want to believe the truth. They want to get defensive when I point out the truth, and it all falls on me. This is life. I know exactly. So that's how we're going to work this. Our mother will sign the titles. Our sister will take them, give them to you. I'll wait all day for a tow truck guy to show up. That's what's going to happen. I already know. I'm just being realistic, and people hate me for telling the ugly truth. People hate me because I'm ugly, and they hate me even more for telling the ugly truth. Absolutely. I don't think I've proven anything, Horace. Why don't you communicate? Come on and communicate. You've proven nothing to me, but I can't trust a damn thing you say. That's how you come across to me, which is sad. I want to believe you're just a bad communicator. I'm thinking you're just a liar. That's another thing. It's a shame, but if Horace is that, what can I tell you? I called him naive and claimed I did not. He's starting to sound like Dev Pike. Okay. He probably is naive. You're talking on the car situation, or on the car situation, our sister is naive. She's never had a junk car towed away from her driveway. On that particular situation, she's naive. Brosi is naive in a general sense. And yes, when it comes to our sister, yeah, I think he wants to believe truths that aren't true. So what naiveness are we talking about? The car? No, he knows. I've told him what it entails. My sister's naive, and she'll think matter-of-factly, oh, yes, I called them. They're close. They'll come and get it. It should take 1 hour. That's how it should be. Like, she won't factor in. That's not reality. She's naive she's never done it before. And if she were on good terms with me, I'd explain, hey, but he wouldn't think he wouldn't think to explain that. I'm glad I pointed that to him. He's not naive about the car towing. He'll be naive about our sister and the game she'll play. Yes, absolutely. So which naive are we talking about, Dev Pike? I'm sorry, Horsehead. Jesus Christ. I agree. Brosi needs to talk more. Go ahead, talk. I'll shut up.
This guy has a lot of stories in his head. And if we all...
there's one more thing. I got to cut him off.
No, don't cut me off. I'm talking now.
No, you said I remember. There's one brilliant thing that Bro C said off camera. I was like, our sister was going on about the things I did, and you withheld that paperwork, and I'm like, I was the power of attorney. You didn't seem to have a problem 7 years ago when our father had the stroke. You didn't have a problem when you ran away from here. It's not really about the paperwork. You said it. She was trying to make a popular argument, a public argument. Yes. So my sister can say, "OC's a monster. He held their paperwork, but that's theirs. You should give it to them." She'll say that to rally support, but she doesn't give a fuck about the paper. Same thing, a public argument. I'm seeing the public argument being made. So don't make public arguments. It's easy for you to say, "Oh, he's an asshole. He's a piece of shit." Oh, they're asking you to talk about your. Well, you can talk about whatever you want, but you can criticize. It's just like the public argument. Our sister didn't really give a damn about the paperwork.
No.
But if she said flat out, "I fucking hate my brother. He's a fucking sport piece of shit. Fuck him. I want him to die." If she said that, she looked like the bad guy. So she's got to play the well, you did this, like, you vaped in the store. That's why they come after you. No, it's a pretext. It's ammunition. Same thing. You kept the paperwork. You got to be the bigger person. She's telling me to be a bigger person. Like, that's all a public argument. The reality is she's trying to cover her tracks. Don't make public arguments, buddy. Don't stoop to your sister's level. We're seeing with a. I'm behind in chat. You called Bro C native, and 5 minutes later replied to a comment by saying, "I don't think Bro C is naive." Why are you being? Oh, you might be right. You can rewind back and show me. Maybe if I'm ambitious, I'll rewind back and watch that. You're actually freaking faster than I am. I'll rewind back. Keep these here. I'll rewind back and watch it. Yeah, Bro C is naive. Naive regarding what? Naive regarding our sister and her bullshit? Kind of. Naive about car towing? No. When it comes to car towing specifically, that's why you can always ask me to clarify. If I didn't communicate well, fine. I admit it. No, I'm naive about the car situation specifically.
Stop.
Because you said in the text, she's doing research. We already know.
Stop. Sometimes I'm naive. Sometimes I'm not naive. Whatever fits his story.
No. What topic are we talking about? On the topic of having a car towed, she's naive. What did she say in the text? You can read the text. I'll look into it. Like, I'm going to figure it out. We already fucking. I told you. I said, don't mention me, but I see. This is why I always have to get involved. I don't want to. I said, you should text her back and say, remember, OC had a car towed years ago, and it's more of a process than you think. So I asked you to say that. If in a normal world, we're all civil, I would tell her that. But hey, I'm the devil here. So you didn't think to tell her that. I said, make it clear to her because I already know how she is. When it comes to the car situation, she's naive. When it comes to our sister's behavior, he's very naive. I have to say, text her, don't mention me, but explain as if you had the thought yourself that you got to be very careful because towing a car can take a lot longer than you think. That's what and you were too naive to think to do that. And I said, please tell her, don't even mention me, but let her know because I already know how she thinks. I already know this stuff. Yes. So they're both naive, but on different subjects. Yes. And don't pull a fucking Dev Pike on me, horse. Who you punched down on Raymond? Going back like a year ago when you insisted I watch Raymond. Hey, OC, why is it the biggest problem ever when everyone else is dishonest, but no big fucking deal when you misspeak and lie about calling Bro C? Well, I've told you, I did call him naive, not regarding the car situation. The car situation, our sister's naive. I'm clarifying. I don't mind clarifying. But tell me, when I ask you to communicate better, you get defensive. When you ask me to communicate better, I do. At least I think I am. I'm clarifying. And you still want to hang on to this lie. Okay, what is the problem? I just told you. Yes, he is naive. With the cars specifically, she's naive. And you had to, I told you, text her and tell her it's going to be a longer process than you fucking assume. I'm doing research. What did the text say? It's something stupid like that. I'm like, I know. It's yes. So have I clarified? I don't mind clarifying. Jesus Christ. Okay. I communicated terribly. Thank you for pointing it out. Have I since clarified? You can point out when I communicate terribly. Point it out. Okay. I communicated terribly. Have I clarified for you, horse? Or are you still confused? Jesus Christ. I'm not going to get upset because you said I communicated terribly, but have I clarified? Sure. I have to rewind back though, which I don't feel like doing during the stream. What did I say? When did I say he was naive? When did I say she was naive? What was I talking about? You can't delete my streams, horse. So if I find out you're fibbing again, you won't have the luxury of making it go bye-bye. You've already shown me your true colors. So, horse, you don't have much ground to stand on here. But yeah, if I miscommunicated, point it out. I'll try to clarify. Or if I disagree, I'll disagree. I won't get upset and ban you for telling me I miscommunicated. But when I clarify for the third fucking time, I was repeating all the time here, don't act as if I haven't. That's a good question. I have no idea. Because I guess deep down is a normie who hates us, weirdo, fuck up, spurred, loser, ADHDers, and I didn't want to believe that. Maybe it's true. We're all just lolcows to him. Absolutely. My sister and I have a terrible, terrible relationship. I had no plans of mending fences. She came into our brother's life. Okay, forget about me. Can she help Brosi out by getting these cars out of the way and getting us a dumpster? That would be a big help. And Brosi is not sure. He's got to walk on eggshells and hope she comes around. Okay, yes, we have terrible relationships with our fucking cunt sister. Absolutely. Have I not clarified that? I want a girl who will laugh for no one else. When I'm away, she puts her makeup on the shelf. When I'm away, she never leaves the house. I want a girl who laughs for no one else. No one else. Yeah. I got my first CD player. I was like 12 or 13. That was one of the first one of the first albums. They're beautiful. That's what you remind me of. This is not clarifying anything for me. Okay, well, I'll give a link and you can come on panel because the limitations of chat, etc. You can come on panel. You can talk to me about it. I don't give a fuck. Not clarifying anything for you. Okay, so tell me, what more clarification do you need? I will listen. Like it all, you just seem to be digging the hole deeper, and I'm really starting to assume your motivations. Okay, can you clarify that? What motivations are you assuming? What did I not clarify for you? Horse is he's trying to be a troll like Dev Pike and doing a poor job. But I'm dead serious. If you're part of my problem is I'm naive enough to try to take you at face value. If you're telling the truth, it's not clarifying, then I'll try to clarify further. If you're just lying, which we know you're apt to do, Horse, we know you've told quite a few fibs here. If you're just lying to me again, then to prove some point, you're a terrible communicator. If you ask me for clarification sincerely, I'll gladly clarify. And you can disagree with me. I think I've clarified, and I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt that maybe you really are just a liar who sees all a bunch of lolcows. I'm really starting to see your true colors. It's true. What do you think? You don't want to say anything bad about Horse, but it's these people. Okay, ask again. I'll clarify. Horse, ask again. I'll try to clarify again. We'll see if I clarify. Then we'll ask the audience if I'm clarifying or not. I want a girl. I'll read your comment in a minute. Who will? And if you see her, tell her it's over now. And if you watch her, go, watch her. I want a girl who will laugh for no one else. When I'm away, she puts her makeup on the shelf. When I'm away, she never leaves the house. I want a girl who laughs for no one else. No one else. Yeah. Damn good song. Horse says, this is exactly how things went down last week. Not really. I attempted to clarify where I assumed something incorrectly about you. That you knew the hacker and grid details, and that still wasn't. No, you're telling a fib again. You told me I can go back and watch my own stream. You told me hacker. We were talking about some chair show and Tim Robbins, or really Tim Robinson, and vacuum cleaners, and Draven brought up the animated stream between you and hacker, and I asked what happened. And he said I said hi, and he flipped out at me. Then he said he was upset because I didn't ban a troll. Then somehow later on the story changed to, me and Gritty. He doesn't like the fact that I'm friends with Gritty. And later on as well, I assumed you knew that when I said flat out, I haven't seen Hacker in a month. Last I heard he was sober. Now you're telling me he's off the wagon. Okay. All right. So yeah, don't try to be Dev Pikey. It's not going to work, son. You can't communicate well enough. And that is that's I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I thought he was bad at communicating. He thinks he's communicating when he's not. I'm starting to think he's just a liar. Oh, hey, Lap Defender. How are you? This guy, he claims he's early 31, born and raised in Philadelphia, recently moved to Rochester, New York because his mother lives there. His parents divorced, but I don't know when, and I don't know why she moved to Rochester, no family connections, and I don't know when they divorced and how old he was, and if he lived with his father or if he lived on the street. He won't tell us, but 31, white male, recent move to Rochester, grew up in Philadelphia, about 10 plays. You're 40,
Yes.
about 9 or 10 years younger than you. Did I get your story right? Do you feel like the situation was clarified? Well, which situation? With me and my sister and Naive? You can ask if you feel I didn't clarify enough, please ask a sincere question. I'll try to clarify it. I'm not sure which situation we're talking about. Me, my brother, my sister, the car, Naive, or you changing your story. Which situation? You got to clarify for me. I don't know which one you're talking about. It's starting to seem like that. My God. I told you 5 or 4 times. I told you 4. I told you 5 or 4 times. I told you 5. Is that song Art School Girl? I told you 5 or 4 or 6 or 5 times. I told you 5 or 4 times. Art School Girl. All right, Horse says, I told you probably 12 times. I was wrong to assume that you knew everything that happened between. Okay, but that still didn't really. The story didn't even start out with anything to do with. There was no. Story was he flipped out on you, but then he was mad at you because you didn't ban a troll in his chat, and then Grid came up later. That's how I recall it. You also told me you were streaming in general, and then Cass came in and talked about. Then when I started watching your stream, no signs of Cassandra. You're on about me right away, fine, and then you privated it. So I can't trust your clarification. Bad communication or flat out liar? I don't know anymore. That's how you strike me. But you can ask me for any clarification you want. I don't give a shit. Of course, you weren't tuning in. Okay. Well, you should tune in more. Let's pay attention. Let's not misrepresent things or run to calling people. No, you remind me of Dev Pike in the same, I'm right, you suck. Man, he fucking sucks. I'm right. Fuck you. Going back to grasping at straws. You punched down on Raymond. You said he was naive, and then you said he wasn't naive. I'm like, he's naive about her sister. She's naive about the car towing. I clarified, I think. I'll clarify any of your shit. Don't start grasping at straws and getting defensive. Just communicate. Well, you should have communicated that you were leaving. You were stepping out. That's your fault. But you assumed I had been in the audience when you mentioned not speaking to Hacker. I understand. You assumed I had been in the audience when you mentioned. No, I started off. I prepped it. I have to pull up my own stream. I don't really feel like playing this game. My own stream when you were there at the very beginning when Draven brought the thing up. I said, "Oh, I haven't seen Hacker in over a month. Last I heard, he was trying to be sober. You're telling me he's drunk again. Okay, what's going on with Hacker?" I think I made it pretty clear. I have no idea what the hell Hacker's doing.
But he wasn't there when you made it clear is what he's saying.
That's bullshit. That was the first thing I led with. I got to pull up my own. I don't want to do this. My God. No, let's do this. Christ.
Don't do this.
Oh my God. He can't private my stream. I'll tell you that much. So take a look. Which one was that? It was this one. Hold on. God. This is getting so fucking stupid. Horse is upset. And he wants to say, I got you. It's just like Dev Pike. I got you now. You punched out Raymond. I got you. I was in there. It's like, shut the fuck up. I didn't see the game you're playing. I'm not having it. I just don't need this shit. Yeah, he's trolling now. It's like I didn't expect this from Horse. I thought he was the normie who had his shit together, but was like a nice guy. I'm amazed. I really am amazed. Oh.
And if I make it, I'd be amazed.
Okay, how do I show screen? Okay. I don't want to watch all this. Where did what's his name come up? At some point we talked Hacker, and Totem got me the video, partly to muddy the waters, but I think Totem himself was a little dismayed that Horst wasn't telling the full story. No, vacuum cleaners. We were talking about some musical
TV shows,
chairs,
yeah.
vacuum cleaners. Talking about the movie Seven. I remember that. Okay, I think I'm not going to watch all this, but I think this is the case. I was getting tired of vacuum cleaners and Tim Robbins or Tim Robinson, and then Draven brought this up, and I said, okay, that's cool. Let's go in this direction. Okay, let's see here. Here's some more.
Yeah, that sounds.
When he was, I want to hear now. This let's
Yes.
Horse change subject to the Hudsucker proxy.
Yeah, I know.
Now or musical chairs. I want to change topic to this. This sounds more interesting.
Of
Give us some-
course it is. Hackers. What happened?
Some Sterling drama. We want to hear it. You agree? It was interesting.
Eric, don't let us down.
So 7N? Looked like Severance. Looked like Oh, the movie Seven? No, it's called Seven. Instead of a V, they use the number 7. The
That's
correct
right.
pronunciation
I
is
remember that
7.
movie came out.
You don't understand because you're not an American. I don't know how you guys tried to pronounce it in Scandinavia. Trust me, it's not a cop-out argument. You really don't. When that movie came out, and I was like 13-ish, 12, 13, 8th grade,
It was like 8.
It was called 7.
8. I forget what year that was.
the number 7 instead of a V, but it was always pronounced 7.
Yeah,
Now, you
seven.
might be trolling, but I think this is another Scandinavian cultural and generational misunderstanding, which we know you're guilty of.
Totem is guilty of that. True.
Wait, I want to hear about the. I want to hear about this.
Yes.
Enlighten us. Speak.
Okay, we're watching
I'm
Thor.
tired of talking about Doc Severinsen, whatever the fuck we're talking about.
like seven. What the fuck?
Wait, so what's his name?
He being Hacker.
Hacker was on, and he went nuts at Horse. I want to hear.
Yes, sounds fascinating.
Yes, that movie was well done. I enjoyed it.
Yes, it was.
In its era, it was considered very, avant-garde in a way. It kind of, in many ways, it might have inspired later movies. You could say it sucks. I don't care. But yeah, that movie was a big. Yeah, it was pronounced 7. The number 7 instead of a V. It was always the commercials in
Right
theaters
there.
now. Morgan
Yeah,
Freeman,
go to bed.
Brad Pitt,
Yeah,
7.
Oh, you can go to bed.
What's his name?
Yeah,
That fag.
Have one
He
more.
did a good
Go
job
to
as on
bed.
that job. What the hell
Get
was his
to
name?
bed and sleep
Spacey.
later.
Kevin Spacey. Good movie. I thought.
Still talking about
When
7.
I was growing up.
Where are we going with this?
But I want to know. Yeah, enough bullshit about 7. What happened here?
I'm a good. I enjoy my streams. Maybe no one else does, but I enjoy my streams.
Okay, I'm tired of talking about that musical chair show. Well, were you on his live chat? I'm sorry.
Okay, so you told. Okay, the story begins. You told Hacker to calm down. That's why he flipped out. Okay, all right. See where this goes.
You were in the chat or you were actually on panel? He doesn't really. I don't think he takes calls.
Horse doesn't take all. I don't know where at. What's his name? Hacker.
Well, Horace, is that the full story?
Right off the bat, the way my mind works, I start to smell bullshit. You said hi with intent. Okay, but is there more here? This doesn't seem to be telling me a story. So you said hi, Hacker, and you said fuck you. Maybe. I mean, what I saw, I didn't watch the whole fucking 5 hours. What I was seeing, like he was mad at you, but he was pleading with you. Okay, so right off the bat, the story isn't making sense, but okay.
Did you just say hi or did you say something else? Hi, what's the deal with this? Because you're known to do that. I don't think you. I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. You don't tell stories as well as you think you do.
You don't.
And then you're like, I
What's
explained
just a
all
liar?
this already. So I can kind of understand why maybe you think you explained, but you didn't. I think something's missing because you're notorious for that, as I've learned. I love your Horse, but you'll leave details out then act like.
And I meant that. I wanted to. I killed myself. No, I meant that. I was sincere. Like, I do love your Horse. I just think you're a bad communicator. Now I'm starting to think, is there really more? Like, look at our sister. She's a bitch, but I thought we were working together, and then she turned on me 2 years ago. Is there really more sinister shit under the surface? I don't know. I'm a naive spurg. I need you and these people to try to help me understand because I don't get it.
Let's return to our chat real quick to see
Oh,
what's going
sure. Actually, I want you to return to our chat. Go ahead.
All right. Yes, you are very, very heavily focused on minutiae. That's true.
That's true, but you don't have to remember. You can go back and see. I don't private my streams. And if I misremember, the stream's still there. I didn't private mine. You can go, that's what I'm doing right now because I don't remember. Maybe you did say this. Maybe I'm wrong. See, that's the difference. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't take my word or your word or anyone else's word. Let's watch the damn stream. You know what I mean? So even if I get hung up in minutia and get something wrong, which I admit I'm prone to do sometimes, you don't take my word. I don't take yours. We can watch the fucking thing. Okay, so we're watching the fucking thing.
Let's see what he says again. Okay, so focus is lost.
I don't care. I'm going to address him whether he's here or not. I don't give a shit. You understand what he's saying?
Okay, so apparently at some point he mentioned that Hacker was upset that he goes to Gritty's channel.
That's why I'm going to watch a little more. Let's not take anyone's word for anything. Okay, screen with you in 10 seconds. Okay. So right here I'm saying I haven't seen Hacker in a while. I thought he quit drinking. Oh, wait. I didn't bring it back up. You got to remind me.
He's back on the sauce.
We're not going to read fucking chat anymore because chat, again, like Horst himself says, it's hard to understand in chat. So it's fine.
I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. You don't tell stories as well as you think you do. And then you're like, I explained all this already. So I can kind of understand why maybe you think you explained, but you didn't. I think something's missing because you're notorious for that, as I've learned. I love your Horst, but you'll leave details out and act like maybe you sincerely believe you articulated something that you didn't. So who else was there? Was there more to the story? We can't just take Horst's word. I think he omits by accident. But by the way, I can try to find it. You did not say you're only there once a week. You said I sometimes go there. Now it's once a week. Tomorrow it'll be, I go there every couple days. I'll find it. You said I go to Gritty sometimes. That should clarify a long weekend. Fucking asshole. Minutia. No, there's some. There's a difference between a day and a week. And a month. I mean, not everything's minutia. He didn't say he was there once a week. He goes there sometimes. Now it's every week. Okay. Well, I'll get to that in a bit. I'm tired of lying. Wait a minute. I thought he quit drinking. Wait. I actually haven't seen Hacker in a while. He was coming here and I said, "Is this the real Hacker?" He's acting weird. I said, "Come on." I don't come on, Pan. I haven't seen. Last time I saw him, he claimed he had quit drinking. That was like a month or so ago. He's back on the sauce. Was he really drunk? Wow. He takes down his streams. I'd be flattered. I'd love to go. How did I even come up? I haven't seen Hacker in over a month. I thought last I saw. I don't relive all this, drinking. But I think this is where I got intrigued. Okay, what he said. I thought this was like him just ranting about people. The stream itself is mostly Horsehead focused, and I think had it been anyone else, Horse would just laugh. But because he was in the crosshair, he couldn't. How dare this peasant talk to me? Don't you know who I am? Don't you know who my father is?
Don't look me in the eyes.
Yes, I don't want to watch all this. And it's like, no, you don't have to. The story of Goldilocks and Three Bears. You ask a kid, all right, what happened in the story? And the kid says to you, well, there was a mama bear who really, really liked cold porridge, and there's a blonde girl in it. That's not a very good synopsis. You don't have to go into minutia and explain all about the beds and this and too hot. You don't have to go into all that. But if someone says, oh, yeah, the story, Goldilocks, mama bear liked to eat cold porridge, and there's a blonde girl in it, that's technically true, but it's not really a very good synopsis of Goldilocks and Three Bears. You know what I mean?
Correct. Yes.
So you have to focus on minutia, but you gotta explain things better. And I think you're deliberately being obtuse at this point. You not knowing the details of the feud made it so that the background implied in that comment was. I don't understand what he's saying here. Can someone clarify? You can clarify. Well, I don't know what he's saying. I can't follow this. You not knowing I didn't know the details of the feud. And if you're feuding with Hacker, then why are you surprised if he's going off on you? If there's a feud, I didn't know about the feud. That would be a very big lead. Hacker went nuts on me, but again, we're feuding because I'm.
So Hacker was upset that Horsehead went to Grid's channel. That's what it is.
And
We had no idea that upset Hacker so much.
no, not whatever. Hey man, you've gotten paid the big bucks to be the great communicator. You got underpaid. It's like, no, you want to rest on your laurels? Okay, prove it. You're here to communicate. Whatever, not whatever. Whatever doesn't cut it. You call it minutia. He calls it whatever. There's a middle ground where you can explain yourself, communicate. It's all minutia with you. Whatever. Whatever. No, not whatever. What happened? I am the scapegoat. Yes, in real life and on the internet. Yes. Not the exact verbiage. Now, when you say, I can remember my stories to some extent. Oh, our sister's a bitch. Oh, our sister's great. Oh, I can make different, when you're saying things that are like totally different, you don't need to know the verbiage, the minutia. But if you're saying one thing and then you're changing the story, it's like, are you not keeping track of your own story? The best way to keep a story straight is simply to tell the truth. The more you try to lie, the more it becomes clear. That's my criticism. You lie. Don't need every detail, but if you're telling the truth, the story is going to be more or less the same. When we start telling fibs, like you're prone to do, we get like 1,000 different deviations of the story. I don't want a story. I want the truth. Of course I am. I am the problem because I called you out in your bullshit. It's okay. I don't know much to care about. That should have been the lead. Well,
Yeah, so-
Hacker doesn't like me because of the feud. I'd say, what feud? Oh, Hacker. That's what you should be leading with.
Hacker and Off Grid or at
Wait.
odds.
If you're feuding with, if Hacker and Grid are feuding, you're saying he hates you now. It's like this guy, when you're following the story, this is a weird story.
Yeah, I know. So basically, Hacker and Off Grid are at odds.
Actually, it's
Horsehead goes to both channels, and this upset Hacker, which really doesn't make sense. I mean, Horsehead is his own individual. He can go to whatever channel he wants. Horsehead going to Grid's channel has nothing to do with his relationship with Hacker. But Hacker doesn't like Horsehead going to see Grid.
You're going to bed soon. The next 5 minutes or so, move up.
I got 5 more minutes.
5 minutes to go. Sleep in.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Be late. Forget this shit. We got to get our.
We
I know you're worried about upsetting her because she's such a because she's. Here's my spin. Our sister's such a fucking cunt, and he even knows that. He knows that. He doesn't want to upset her, but he doesn't want to admit it. We got to get this done sooner or later. Is she going to help us?
sure.
You say that, but it's up to
She'll
you.
help me, not you.
Who cares? I understand when she hurts me, she's hurting you by proxy.
Yes.
So she'll help me, not you. Fine. Can you get her help, or is she going to blow you off?
But when she helps me, she helps you by proxy.
Yeah.
So you got to factor that in
Hence
too.
why you, since you won't talk to me, have to get work this like now, not like we're gonna process. All right, we're fine.
Yeah, they're just talking stuff. So basically, Hacker, Lewis, and Off Grid hate each other.
Okay.
However, Horsehead visits both the channels, and that causes some distress.
He told me he goes there sometimes. Now it's once a week. Okay,
Well,
probably
whatever.
every other stream with him.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you don't have to lie. You can tell the truth. Okay, so all right. So, well, that should be your lead. If I say, why did Hacker? Well, if I knew about the feud, I wouldn't even ask what the problem was. So when I asked you, hey, Horse, why did Hacker go off on you? You just said, oh, it's because of the feud. I'd say, what feud? Oh, me and Gritty. He doesn't like me and Gritty's. He got upset with me. I mean, very easy to communicate. If this story is even true, because I can't believe anything he says anymore. Yeah, you don't have to worry about details. All I have to say is, why did Hacker go at you? Because of the feud. And I'd say, what feud? Oh, I thought you knew. The feud between him and Gritty. Oh, now he's if this is the true story now, which probably isn't.
No, I think
Very-
it's a true
What
story.
is it? Well, we get through all this bullshit. It's like communicate. Going about naive. Yes, he's naive. My sister's naive about car towing. What's the hang about naive? I don't care. Criticize. Fine.
Naivete.
Naivete. Naivete. Is that true? I'll have to get Totem to show that video again. He says this now.
Oh no, the trigger was you going to Gritty's channel. Hacker Lewis did not like you going to Gritty's channel and talking with him and spending time with him. That was the main problem. You telling him to calm down instigated all that, but no. So Hacker doesn't like you going to Gritty's channel, which isn't correct. I mean, you can go to any channel you want. If you can go to Gritty and enjoy Gritty, you can go to Hacker and enjoy Hacker. But Hacker ain't too happy with that, and that's on him.
The most immediate trigger of the feud. Who is more? It depends what we're talking about. I'm not even understanding people's intentions. I still want to believe people have good nature when I intellectually should know better. I'm naive about that. You're naive about our sister and what's going on and the bullshit game she'll play. And she's naive about what it takes to tow a car, but she's doing her research. Fucking idiot she is. Okay. I don't feel like pursuing this any further. I said very flat out, I haven't seen Hacker in a month. I don't give a fuck. You should have said that, even if you thought I knew about the feud, you could have said, oh, he's upset with me, the feud. And I would have said, no, I don't know. What feud? Oh, between me. Like, you didn't even mention a feud. Like, not the trigger of the feud, the trigger that led to Hacker attack. I'm glad you clarified for once. All right, this is getting tiresome. More importantly than this shit, it would be help if we can get the cars towed when we know when on our terms and we get a dumpster. And I can't make that happen because our sister's a fucking cunt.
I gotta go to bed. Good night, Starlings. I'll see you next time.
Sleep in. If you gotta be late, be late. Fuck it. They're not gonna fire you. I don't think they care anymore. Seriously, don't get a DUI or a car crash over this. I should probably go to bed soon too. All right. Feeling better now. I've hit that special beer mark where I'm not too out of it, but I'm like, okay, I'm feeling pepped up. The beer. I'm an alcoholic, in case you don't know. In case I never clarified that. You've told too many fibs for me to believe anything you say anymore. I really don't care. And he said he wishes you a good night too. But it's okay. You also told me that you were just having a nice stream and Cass came in and we talked about what happened, and that clearly wasn't true. So don't tell me, oh, Jesus Christ, I'll show you on every detail. No, but I'd like truth, honesty, not, backtracking. It doesn't work with the Spurg, and I don't care how many accolades you think you have. You're not articulating very well here. That's blatantly obvious. I suppose so. Yes, I'm a total fibber. Absolutely. Okay. You sound just like Dev Pike. Fine. I'm a fibber. Bye. Don't want to talk to you. Don't want to talk to him. Don't want to talk to you. Christ. Oh, my God. These people. You people. Terrible. Maybe part of me does like alienating people because it's so disappointing. I don't expect much, but then you go even lower, and I'm like, wow, the bar. I didn't think the bar could fall any lower. It was about everyone who was acting like a dumbass over the situation. Well, no. You said the situation didn't come up till Cassandra came and you talked about it. Maybe Cassandra did come, but you started out going about the situation before Cassandra showed up. Cassandra was not the catalyst for the situation, and that's not some minute detail. You started the stream wanting to talk about the situation, nothing to do with Cassandra. So don't hide behind fibs. I'm not. I'll call you out. I don't do that. No, I said the stream. Well, I said about me. I did say it was about me. Okay, I didn't watch it. Wait a minute. Wait, another fib. Go back. I can't go back. You privated it, asshole. I can't go back. I can't go back. You privated it. No, it did seem like it was about me. Maybe it wasn't, but I didn't just come up later. I was like, the situation, if that's what you want to call it, was the topic du jour. Nothing to do with Cassandra just bringing it up out of the blue. Don't tell fibs. And I can't go back and watch it. I can't go back and listen because it's been privated. Go back. Okay, I didn't say the situation didn't come up. Okay, I don't know what you said. You don't speak your mind. It's like riddles. I want some potato chips. It's like talking in riddles. Oh my god. A few potato chips and some crunch. Okay, horse. You want to split hairs like that? Okay, the stream was not explicitly about you. Okay. Oh. Okay, if you say so. Unprivate it, I'll watch. I won't take your word. You can take mine. I'll go back and watch. I don't care if it's about me. You can stream about me if you want. It's just okay. We're gonna split. The stream wasn't about you per se. Now, you made it sound like I was just streaming and hey, Cassandra came up and we talked about you. Occupational, also part of communicating. I didn't come up. You brought me up, which is fine, but communicate properly. You brought this up. You wanted to stream about the situation. You brought it up. Oh, you happened to. I came up. It was brought up. My sister didn't come up. I started by saying my fucking cunt sister, and I brought it up. It didn't just happen. Came up implies that someone else mentioned it. We went there. Like musical chairs came up, or Chair Factory came up. Didn't know what it was. It came up. Go back. Communication 101. You're very bad at it. Or you're just a liar. Either or. I can't tell. Sure, horse. Sure. You should. By now I'm losing interest. This whole thing just... Well, why did you private it in the first place? What was wrong? Why did you private it in the first place? What was the problem? Maybe. I guess I'll take your word for it since you privated it, but I really can't take your word for anything. So I whatever you say, horse. Okay, fine. Fine, horse, fine. We've reached the Dev Pike point where it's like, geez, I liked you, man. I got along with you. And I'm starting to see like, what the fuck am I? Who the fuck are you? You're like Dev Pike tier ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Why did you feel like it? Yes, I want the minutia. Why did you feel like it? I was watching it, and you privated it. I'm going to just speculate, go on a limb, spitball. Is it because you were caught in a lie, and I was pointing out simple truths, and you didn't like that? Strong suspicion, horse. Can't get access to... You want to volunteer the information, you do the stream, was something you wanted to talk about. It was something that, quote unquote, came up. It just happened to come up. No harm, no foul.
Okay, whether it was brought up or came up, there's no need to hide or you know. I really don't want to watch it right this second. I'm asking. I didn't. That's. Did I say I want to watch it now? I said, why'd you private it? Nothing to hide. You know. I asked you why you privated it because I felt like it. Okay. You really do see us all as lolcows, and you hate it when a lolcow calls you out on your bullshit. I could get some dip, but I'm not in the mood. We might be winding down. So, is there something else we'd like to talk about? Have we covered all? I'm glad Bro C was able to stream with us again. No, I didn't see any of the you're talking about Kirk. Charlie was it Charlie Kirk? Yeah, no, I didn't hear what happened. What's the debate about? It's a good question. It's what, like 2:00 in the afternoon on a Saturday, right? It's still Saturday, yeah. Oh wait, 2:00 on Saturday. Yeah, you should be here right now. We don't know. Candace Owens, okay. Meh. Did something of great importance happen during this debate? I didn't see it. There. Anyone wants to come on and clarify, I'll talk to you for 5-10 minutes. Whoever. The chat has limitations, as we know. If not, oh well. Picking some potato chips. I don't really like eating on camera. I do sometimes. I'm hungry, but Some more of this later. Getting back to case at hand. I'm doing things back. I got a car. And I need a job. I might have a job or two. That's good. My sister, total fucking cunt, but if she actually make herself useful, the she-devil, I'd love to make that happen, but I can't because I can't have a civil conversation with her. Partly because I'm an asshole who's very angry, but she hates my guts and she's be the bigger person. She's blocked me. I can't even text her. Brosi is afraid. He's the one to alienate her. Good vibes. The best, Laffy. The best. The best of vibes. It was the best of vibes. It was the worst of vibes. It's been dropped. Where was it? Sometimes StreamYards won't let me click on links, but no, scroll up. Here, I'll drop it again. There you go. There we go. I don't really want to take calls, but if someone wants to come on and communicate, whoever, I'll take them up on that offer. But they don't feel like it, do they? No. Oh, here we go. There you go. Now, I don't have the hacker stream. That was Totem. He probably took it down. Horse took down his stream. I actually didn't want to waste much time on it. Like I said, I might watch it later. I asked him, I said, why did you take it down? What's there to hide? You're just upset because you can't watch it now. No, that's not true. That's not how I feel at all. I don't want to watch it now. I'm just saying, why would you take it down? I don't get it. Oh, okay. My mistake. That is the hacker stream. Oh, that's the link to my stream where I was watching Hacker. Hold on. Let me find the damn link. Hold on. There it is. My mistake. Someone should have said, why didn't you communicate sooner? I think that's the StreamYard one. I won't let me post. It's weird. I can post the YouTube link in StreamYard. I can't post the StreamYard link in StreamYard, which is really fucking bizarre because you think, why are they banning their own links but allowing? That's weird. Did that go through though? Hold on. I have to post it on. Yeah. It's weird. So StreamYard will show a YouTube link, but not another StreamYard. That's weird. There you go. I posted it in YouTube. I can't even see it in StreamYard. That's weird. I take a piss. I gave you a link. What else should I know? Well, Cassandra's not here, so Me Banks won't be here. We got to wait for. I think he's in Colorado getting ready for the big day. He's walking her down the aisle. He's giving her away. Maybe he's joining them on their honeymoon. We don't know. But we'll have to find out. We'll have to find out. Only time will tell. Only time. Yeah, I ate the potato chips. My face got all greasy, so I said, let me splash some water on it. Okay, I'll finish my beer. I think this is a productive stream. Now, I don't mind discussing other things. Like I can talk about Horse and why I think he's a bad communicator or whatever. I'm not trying to be petty, but that's how I feel. But that's not the main takeaway. There's too much shit going on in my. So I even said earlier, I don't want to watch all of Horse's stream now. My sister, this is bullshit. If she can actually come in handy, we need to know when it's happening. And my brother,
is naive. It's like, buddy, you know who her sister is. Stop it. Just fuck. Oh my God. I guess he did. He'll come back and tell me that he communicated he left, and that we should have known that. Who cares? Who cares? Like I said, I'm amazed. I was actually hurt by Dev Pike, and I was hurt by Horse. I thought they were something else. They didn't like each other, but I still thought, okay, despite your quirks, hey, you come in peace, and you're open-minded. And then I see the true colors. It's sad. It's very sad for me, but such is life. What's the lore? Well, you'll have to go on his stream and ask him himself. I don't know, or ask Horse to communicate it. I don't know. I can't communicate it very well. I don't know. Sorry, can't help you. Oh. I shouldn't be eating this shit and drinking beer. I'm getting too old for this. But fuck it. He went to bed. He's got to go to work tomorrow. Rosie went to bed. I'll get off soon because I want to finish my beer, but yeah. Well, will I and Sister C ever be neutral with each other? Probably not. But the best she could do is come through for our brother and tow some cars and get a dumpster. She should be the bigger person. So I want to say to her, I want to communicate. I want to say, communicate. Bitch, why didn't you be the bigger person? I'm a total fuck up. Yeah, it's all me. I'm a piece of shit. Fine. You be the bigger person like you claimed. Put your money where your mouth is. That's what I feel like saying to her. It's such a fucking hypocrite. Normies, you know. And they don't want to. They get upset because they know the Spurg, whom they hate, is right. They don't want. They don't like hearing the truth. That's my observation. And again, if I go back to work at nights and I kill the internet, I won't be doing this much longer. So I'm trying to enjoy this while it lasts because it is enjoyable. I do like it. Something popped up. What is this? Hold on, give me a minute. What is this? Hold on. Oh, look. I don't know what this is. This is like a video link.
You get told that I'm not a good communicator. That's a fucking laugh.
Oh, this is the stream we were... Okay. Yeah, I really don't want to watch this now. Unless Horse sent this to me. Thank you. It's a video link. I don't want to... I'm dead serious. I don't want to watch this now. But it's good to have in case I want to watch it later. I can watch it later, but it's like, I don't feel like sitting through this. This whole thing with Horse,
really got.
I'll speak my mind, but this is chicken shit compared to like the stuff going. My fucking it was really about my sister. I'm glad my brother was here because it's good to have it. It's like what's going on in our lives, and I can go back to work. But yeah, I'll watch it. Like I said this before. I'll clarify again. I'll watch this later. I don't feel like sitting through this shit.
His skin when I brought up the fact that I get paid good fucking money to be a communicator.
And that's like such a normie thing. like the status symbol. I don't care, man. I'm happy for you. We know you're the normie. I'm happy for you, man. But come on, communicate here. I don't think he's a very good communicator. He's not here. I don't care what they tell him among his social class.
Oh,
Maybe
you
we'll
don't,
peruse
you
this.
don't communicate with, folks outside of your own,
He really doesn't.
class. Yeah, I do. Are you retarded? I communicate with many, many people all day long. In my job, in my day-to-day.
Like I said, I don't want to watch this right now, but I'm glad I have the option. I think we should, own up who we are, what we say. If you believe you're correct, there's no need to private or hide things. No, it doesn't bother me that I can watch it right now if I want to, but I don't want to watch it right now. They're just bothered because you can't watch it. No, you're bothered because I make so much. No, you've been listening to me, you fucking asshole. I don't want to watch that now, but it's like don't hide and don't rest on your laurels. And I say it to anybody, and I'll point that out. It just really. Now, I would like to do at least one more. So hopefully in the coming weeks, we'll see. If I go back to work, get some money, maybe I'll see a nice juicy steak. But I gotta see, is our sister getting us a dumpster? So we'll see when the next girl stream is. She is, let me think, 39? No, he's 40, 38? I think she's 38. She's the most successful. And she blames all her problems on me. Absolutely. Yeah, female privilege. I agree. I think so. Absolutely. Absolutely. Have we covered all bases? It's so fucking weird. Let's see something. That's just weird how StreamYard won't allow its own link to post in StreamYard. I got it through YouTube. That's really weird. But hey, the mystery of the dance here. They give you the option to share a link, but then they won't let you share. That's so fucking weird. Everyone grew up by a man. There was, when I was like a teenager, there was one doctor who seems to take too long to give me a testicular exam. So possibly. Why did I click on this comment? Oh my God. The link was posted for you, Darnell. You've got to pay your dues, Darnell. There's no beef on my end. Normies perceive these things as beefs. It's just like, I'm calling you out in bullshit. Cut the shit. Simple as. Was he ever really a friend? I don't think I have any friends. So a real friend would say, yes, you're pissing me off, but I still love you. I disagree with you on this point. That's what a real friend is. I think. You have the wrong definition of friendship, Rafter Man. Well, maybe I don't want friends. Oh. All right. Well, can't think of much else more to say. Is it time I say goodnight? I want to finish my beer, but it's over something more interesting. Talk about my sister. Talk to Horse. At Bro C. The job. We'll see how this goes. Yes, I'm anxious about working again, but I'm anxious about not working. So I'm in this sort of land of in between. He doesn't really give much perspective. When you ask him a question or to clarify, he gets defensive. So it's not really helping. No perspective being given other than I'm a normie, therefore I'm better than you. That's his perspective. I've gotten that all my life from normies. So if that's the perspective we're going to get, it's perspective we already know. I used to think that way too, Raptor Man. That's why I was so tolerant. But it's like, oh my god. Yeah. I don't know. I think the state legislator claimed that the children, the precious children, are being attracted to flavored vape, some shit like that. That was the excuse. There were reason, I don't know, maybe the tobacco companies put pressure to buy real cigarettes. I have no idea. Hold on. How do I do this? Hold on, give me a minute. Let me see something. Give me a minute. Yeah, I don't take calls, but I post a link in the description just because of general principle. You're saying the StreamYard link won't show up in StreamYards? That's so fucking weird. That is so fucking weird. If that's true, that's really weird. But I posted it so under the description of the video, so Darnell refresh. Darnell Dodge can click and come on for 5 minutes like she promised. Let's push the kids to more dangers. Yeah, that's pretty much what they did. Waste of time. Legislation. But actually, I'll show you something. There's one thing I found cleaning up shit. I'll show you. Hold on. Wait here. It's not too far. Cleaning up shit, I found this. Oh, since it is Victory Japan Day, I'll show you this. Oh my god. I'll show you. Look at this. This, I don't know if you can see this. This was my grandfather's older brother. He was killed in the South Pacific towards the end of the war. He was on one of those, what do you call it? One of those, it was a Japanese POW ship. So it was Japanese, but the vast majority of people on the ship were Americans. And the Americans flying overhead, they saw a Japanese ship, so they bombed it. And I think he was taken prisoner in the Philippines. And then General MacArthur, I shall return. When it became clear the Americans retake the Philippines, the Japanese started moving the POWs to mainland Japan. And there was a lot of that at that time. A lot of the Japanese ships were mostly filled with American POWs. And so the ship was bombed by Americans. So I found this, and I didn't even realize today was Victory Japan Day. So that's some family history. That's my father's father's brother. My father's father's brother. For those who want to know about timelines. I never knew him. He died in 1945, but I found that. I think my father's sister had that when she died somehow, and there's a Purple Heart in there I could dig out. I thought, what the hell? It's VJ Day. I'll share that. So what do you think? Well, I'm trying to be positive and share shit. Other shit I'm going. I shared my top hat, and my chess set. Thought I'd share that. Some family lore. As my father's uncle, my grandfather's brother. Yeah, he was handsome. What happened? The genes didn't trickle down. I got the ugly mix. Yes. No, I don't. I don't want to show. I guess it doesn't matter, bro. He was killed He was on a Japanese POW ship that was going from the Philippines. As the Americans were advancing in the Philippines, the Japanese took the American POWs and started transferring them to Japan. And the American bombers saw Japanese ships and bombed away. See that? Oh. Oh. Yeah, I found the box of Purple Heart. I might burn the flag just because I don't really want this flag. It's a 48-star flag. I guess it was on his coffin or some shit. My grandaunt, his sister, my grandfather's sister, she got all that shit, and somehow we ended up with it. I thank you. Doesn't mean much to me, but it's like, oh, I didn't even know. I look at this today in history. Oh, it's VJ Day, 81 years. Oh, okay, cool. Well, I think anyone who gets captured becomes a prisoner of war for whatever reason they're captured. Yeah, you can look this up. They didn't know. The American bombers didn't realize that the ships were mostly full of Americans. They saw a Japanese ship. No way of knowing that it was a Japanese skeleton crew and a bunch of American POWs coming from the Philippines. There's a lot of that. A lot of those ships, Japanese ships, were bombed by the Americans, not realizing that the majority of people on the ships were American prisoners. Yes. That was towards the end. No, he wasn't my grandfather. He was my grandfather's brother. He didn't have any. I don't think he had any kids. He wasn't married. He died young. No, I don't. I think to be a gold star, it's got to be like a parent or a grandparent, not a grand uncle. No, I don't think it would make us a gold star family. No. At that time, there was the Depression, and the Depression was ended by World War II. So a lot of young men signed up I think he actually signed up before the war. He joined one of the story my grandaunt, my father's aunt told me was he joined that, what's it called? FDR, they sent him out west to build trails in natural parks or whatever, federal parks and national parks. And he was doing that, and he'd write letters home saying, I think we're going, this is before Pearl Harbor. He'd write letters saying, I think we're going to war because we were building a trail and these army people showed up and they took our height and weight and shit. So I think we're going to war pretty soon. This is before Pearl Harbor. So and then after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, they just took him right into, all those men were automatically drafted and put into the military. So yeah, he signed up with, what was that called? That, I forget what it was called during the Depression, late 1930s. He signed up. There were no jobs. He went out west to build trails in national parks, and then they took him right in the army. That's my grand uncle. My grandfather, no, I don't think he was a Spurg. My grandmother, maybe. ADHD, probably. No, I don't know if he was. I didn't know him. No, I don't think my grandfather was a Spurg. Was my grandmother a Spurgette or ADHD? There's probably something wrong with her. Take it to the local DAV. Okay. It's VFW. It's DAV. Division of Veterans or
2.5 hours is a good run. We said all there is to say. Anything else? Winding down. I want to finish my beer, but if we're winding down, we're winding down.